Well, I have HBO. Good.
All right, there you go.
Nearly 2/3 of young Americans have considered moving abroad.
All right.
Off of their bed.
Is that a new stat?
I don't
feel like
think
people in their
so.
20s are always talking about moving overseas.
Yes. Yes.
And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a reflection on how the country is going. Sometimes
It's an island. People want to adventure.
to see the world.
Right.
Yes. Have you seen the world? No. Ooh, I have this idea. Maybe I move abroad.
Right.
That's all.
I want to see what this culture's like. I wanna
Right
see
now
what
we
this
got
place
one
is.
planet.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, one planet, try to see what you can.
Exactly.
And the other thing is, once you leave the States, because other countries are so geographically smaller than here, and the languages change every 300 miles, like it's just a much different mind F,
Yeah.
Like between here and Portland, you might encounter two entirely different countries. Where here, we're like, "No, still in the States, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, why are we congratulating him on the child? It's not that he was the one pushing and the placenta and all the pain. All he was doing was checking his phone to check out the college football scores and say, yeah, baby, just keep pushing.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, without the chef prepping the meal and putting the right ingredients is.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he did not prep the meal. She just had to carry it in the oven. He added his own special relish.
Hey, you don't give credit to the pan. Woman's basically the pan.
No, she's just a pan. You're just carrying it. You couldn't have done this without him.
I put the ingredients in there.
Right. What term for a stable, well-established stock comes from a $10 bet in poker?
A well-established stock for $10 poker?
Yeah, so
old,
you look
the
at this-
old tried and true stocks.
Yeah, you look
Dow
at-
Jones Industrial.
Sure.
We're called this. So your Exxons of the world.
And I wanna
your
say,
General Electrics of the world.
Shaquille O'Neal starred in a movie of the same name with Nick Nolte.
Boy, I have no idea.
It represents us in a game
great
of
call.
poker. So you play with chips, right? They're all different colors.
It's a great athlete. He's coming out of high school.
Boy, I have no idea on that one. I mean, wow. I'm going to go chips.
But I need a color.
Color.
Oh, blue.
There you go. Blue chip.
All
Blue
right.
chip.
Had to talk him into it, but there you go.
Belgium or Morocco? Which is America's oldest ally? Belgium or Morocco?
Belgium.
Morocco.
Yep.
Been our ally since 1777. Boy, haven't they come in handy. Ted, question for you.
Yeah.
So there's Euro Disney in Paris, which originally was called... it was not Euro
What's it
Disney.
called? Disney Paris?
It may have just been called Disney Paris. And
Le
changed it to
Disney.
Euro. Is the Chinese Disneyland still open? It was in Shanghai.
I'm not sure.
Because I know it opened there. Something went down. I don't remember. And I feel like they may have either axed it or they figured out whatever it is they had to figure out. But I'm still like, how many Disney properties are there, though? Because there's L.A.,
I want
there's
to say
Florida.
6. Because if you count the island.
Does that count? Well, it's a Disney
There's
property. sure.
Tokyo. There's a Hong Kong Disney, a Tokyo Disney, Shanghai Disney.
Okay, it is still there.
What's wrong?
I didn't have to say it like that. Shanghai Disney.
Yeah.
Spiders are most spiders are solitary, but some are social animals that can form colonies of up to 50,000 members. Multiple generations share the same nest and care for the brood.
Oh, God forbid they got jobs and left the house. Lazy spider.
So they are arachnids. Do you also know what else they qualify as there, Steve?
I mean, bugs. Is there something related to sea life? Like,
No,
okay.
arthropods,
Like centipedes?
which means they are invertebrates with exoskeletons. Their closest relatives
okay.
are scorpions, mites, and ticks,
Oh, what a great company.
all under the class of arachnida.
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 Arachnida. Okay.
Arachnida.
Sounds like a stripper. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Arachnida to the pole.
Arachnida. She would have a sexy damn dance.
Because she has 8 legs.
Yeah.
4 vaginas.
And people got to understand, when Howard Cosell was doing Monday Night Football, that was the...
Right. He was
Yes.
the voice. That was it.
Now, Miles, you have made what you're calling stoner nachos.
Stoner nachos.
Tell us what was the process here?
You put down a layer of chips. Then
All right.
you put down a layer of shredded cheese.
All
Then
right.
you put more chips on top. Then another layer of cheddar cheese. Then I added men's room roasted red salsa, from San Juan Salsa
Dip
Company.
responsibly.
And these are San Juan Salsa chips.
Excellent.
Some fresh guacamole.
Dip
and
responsibly.
A little sour cream and some black olives on there, which I prefer.
Well, let's try them.
All right. Steve, give it a shot.
Yeah, man.
I like that you layered the cheese. That is a key when
That is
making
very key, man. A lot of people, let me rephrase that. Not enough people do that.
Okay.
Well, and sometimes too, when sharing nachos, the problem is all the good stuff's in the middle.
Right.
So everybody kind of dances around it and is afraid. And also, you have to check with people, Brad, because sometimes people order nachos and you don't realize it's just their meal. You thought they were for sharing.
Tell me what you think.
All right. You know what? I'm going to dig in the middle and get it.
Obviously, they'd be better hot, but they're good. It's a good flavor combo. I'm telling you, man, like some shredded pork and that bitch or something like that would be outstanding.
Why is Peter Pan always flying, guys? Why is Peter Pan always flying?
Why?
He never lands.
I was thinking something different.
Yeah, because he's covered in pixie dust. You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys know if an Italian gives you an eel, it means actually they love you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's amore.
Okay.
EO humor.
Did you know that Argentina is surprisingly cold?
No.
Borderline chilly. This morning at the grocery store, the cashier told me to strip down facing me.
Oh, yeah?
When I found out she meant my debit card, it was too late. I finally bought some shoes with memory foam insoles.
Oh, yeah?
No more forgetting when I walk into a room I was there. And finally, just when I thought food couldn't make a phone call, onion rings.
All right.
That's got to be said at a restaurant when they hit the table.
Who do you think the first Billy was? Right? Because talk about William Wallace. That is his name. You read about, William Penn, all these historical figures. It was William. There was like Billy the Kid, but he kind of had a different vibe, right? But I'm trying to who's the first historical figure whose name was William, but went by Billy? Was it Billy the Kid? It's not Billy Wallace.
I don't know because I feel like there
It's
was
not Billy
Bills.
McKinley. You had Bill, but Billy, right? You'd have Wild Bill. I'm just thinking there's not a lot of historical Billies.
I think Billie Jean King, probably.
Billie Jean King, yeah. In fact, Bill Clinton threw people off because they're like, wait, your name is William Clinton. It's like, but I go by Bill. And apparently, Jimmy Carter, I want to say Jimmy Carter was the first president we had that went by a nickname.
So Jimmy's not his name?
It's James. But he went by Jim. But you got to remember, at the time, this was scandalous. Like, hey, man, you're the president. You have to go by whatever your full name is. And he's like, but I go by Jimmy.
Yeah, there's no Jameses in Georgia.
And now, the men's room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,425. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the men's room. On tap today, we celebrate National Saxophone Day on a Bad Choice Friday. The return of Ted versus the FCC. Plus headlines, a men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
Drunk, I take drunk.
All right, here we go. California town has a new ambassador, a miniature horse named Cookie. Meanwhile, a Minnesota man uses a chainsaw naked in his front yard, trying to get some nookie. 7-Eleven worker has her face splattered with customers' chew. An Iowa judge found passed out while driving after drinking some brew. And a family finds the world's most venomous snake in their laundry basket. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, Here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, nausea, upset stomach, diarrhea, constipation, bloating, drowsiness, headache, insomnia, fatigue, rashes, itching, hives, dry mouth, changes in mood, flushing, sweating, difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, hallucination, stroke, suicidal thoughts, and a low occurrence of death. These are the garden variety side effects from perfectly legal medications. Now, no offense, but the side effects, they're not nearly as fun as the side effects of illegal medications, if you know what I'm saying. But on the other hand, it's important to know that you've consumed something that has side effects. On yesterday's show, our very own Mike Hawk brought us a story of 4 Florida middle schoolers who went to the hospital after eating weed gummies. 8 kids ate them, 4 had to go to the hospital. They got high, but they did not know they were high. Meanwhile, 11 kids, they went through the same thing in Chicago. In that case, I believe they had brownies, not gummies, but you understand the final result there. The side effect of weed consumption is getting stoned. But side effects, they come in many forms. Some people, they'll have a stroke and then end up with a foreign accent. Or some people have phantom pain on a body part that's been amputated. Or maybe you'll have Charles Bonnet syndrome. That's a condition that temporarily leads to hallucinations. And I only bring this up because a man who had eye surgery ended up with Charles Bonnet syndrome and spent the next 10 days hallucinating, specifically of boobs. We're not making this up. He saw boobs everywhere he looked. Boobs. For 10 days. We'll share a story coming up. But first, we want to hear from you because, look, whether you've been on medication, maybe a result of an injury, maybe an accident, inevitably, there's a side effect because of the condition. And that's what today's question is. We want to know, what condition did you or do you have, and what were the side effects?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
99.9 KISW. The warm
I dig it, man.
Me too.
The old classic.
Yeah. Like vanilla ice cream of soup.
And there's nothing. Yeah, you don't do it much, and then you do, and you're like, damn, this is good.
There's the tomato soup people and the chicken noodle soup people. I was never a tomato soup person.
because it's tomato soup. I mean, like, maybe
But
if you have the
people
grilled
like that.
cheese.
I would go to my friend's house, and their mom would make grilled cheese and soup, which is great, except for when the soup is tomato soup. And I realized those two things go together.
But still, it's for dipping. It's not like I ate the soup with it.
but
It's
still.
just, it's a condiment.
Yeah, and it's weird, is I don't like tomatoes, but I like tomato soup.
Yeah, it's weird how that works.
Yeah.
I like ketchup. I don't like tomatoes. All right, here's your question. Before switching their logo to a lightning bolt, what animal did the LA Chargers have on their helmet?
LA Chargers. A horse?
What was it?
A horse?
A horse.
It was. So their original helmet, it had kind of a shield on it, and there was a horse's head and a lightning bolt. Then they dropped the horse, got the lightning bolt. Look at that, one and done to start. So
Nice
before
work.
we let you go there, Marcus, with the big brain, we got a 50-50 question for you, all right? So here is your question. Red or gray? What color was the Hulk supposed to be?
Red.
Gray.
Gray?
Yeah, so
Gray?
he was supposed to be gray. I do not know why, but as it worked out, because of the ink and the color printing process back then, the gray just didn't work. The red didn't quite work, and that's why they settled on green.
I'll be damned.
Yep, that's it.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Justin, team sober or team not sober?
Team sober.
All right. Justin, free for life. You're taking frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup?
I'm going TV dinners.
TV dinners. Which favorite?
Ooh, good question. Anything, the Beechers. Any of the Beechers line.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go, man. You can't go wrong.
I know, Miles, you've been
I
talking
can't
up
go
that
wrong.
lasagna for months. I gotta
It's
try
cheese.
it.
It's their cheese curds.
Yeah.
And it's beach. I mean, seriously, like if it says beachers, I'm like, I will give it a go.
When
man.
it comes
You're
to
right.
when it comes to quality and things that are somewhat close to the original,
yeah.
frozen lasagna is never horrible. It's always
Yeah.
pretty good.
He's right. Like if like even the Stofers.
Sure.
Right.
Like every once a year I'll get one. And I'm like, God, this is good.
But hey, Beechers, if you're listening, you should send us some frozen lasagnas. Just
I
And
think
then
issue with
send
the-
us an oven.
The issue with the frozen lasagna, Miles probably has too. When you live alone,
there's a lot of it.
and it's just hard to stop eating it.
No, you're gonna eat the whole thing.
Right. And then feel bad. It's a heavy meal, bro.
Yeah, I like cold lasagna too.
I don't mind cold lasagna.
That's an epitome
Yeah.
of living.
It's like I take family four as a challenge.
I will be my own family of four.
Yeah, I'm a fantastic.
Feeds a
four.
family of four. Well, I guess
Or
I do have
you.
a family.
or one American.
All right. All right, Justin. Here is your question. It's multiple choice. The ghost pepper, which is Ted's favorite, the ghost pepper comes from what country? Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, or Bangladesh? I'll give you a hint.
Go
It's in
Laos.
Asia.
Oh,
What'd you guess?
good hint. Laos.
I'll say Bangladesh.
It's Bangladesh.
It is Bangladesh. You knew it was Bangladesh?
I did.
Yeah, from watching your food shows.
Well, to know the enemy, you got you got to know thy enemy.
And so, what you heard about the ghost pepper? Like, where's this bitch from?
Right, basically. Who's doing this?
I thought it was that dude in Carolina that keeps just.
Oh, he was the
upping.
Reaper guy.
Well, he made the
He's the
Reaper to
Reaper.
overtake the ghost pepper.
And then he made what the X, I believe it's called now,
There,
to
I
overtake. At some point, brother, like we're not going to be able to eat what you're doing. So here, eat a hot coal.
Correct.
All right, your question.
You know what you call those people that go to his festival every year?
No,
Pepperheads.
is that what I actually called?
Yeah, and they sit there on stage and see how many they can eat.
Of his hottest ones, just to see how many they can eat. What? How many has someone put down that you know of?
I'm not sure. It's hard to watch
Like
it.
more than one?
Oh, yeah.
More than a dozen?
Well, again, it's like I went to grade school with a kid named Hardeep Chowdhury.
Yeah,
He is obviously Indian, right? His parents were from India.
yeah.
But he lives in Montgomery. He lives in a very white area. So he always posts, he makes his own homemade, ridiculously spicy stuff.
And no one else can
And
handle.
he enters every little pepper eating contest he can. He's like,
Oh.
won again. I'm like, Hardy, I feel like you know what I mean? Like, come on.
You grew up on this, man.
Right.
All right, Justin, here's your question. What was Ponce de Leon in search of when he discovered Florida? He was in search of something
India.
specific. India. That's Columbus.
Ponce de Leon.
And he got to Florida, and he's like, man, the natives don't wear sleeves. And they're all wearing Oakleys.
Was he looking for Africa?
Nope, he's looking for the Fountain of Youth.
Oh, that's why they have that down there.
Which is odd when you think about Florida. Just throwing that out there. All right. Your question, what city serves as the capital of Northern Ireland?
It's got to be the one we're thinking of, right?
Is it Belfast?
It is.
Boom.
Shout out to Ron.
Nice.
Well
Nice.
done.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, Bacholas.
Hola.
Matt, team sober, team not sober.
Team sober today.
All right, Matt, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our poll today, free for life. You're taking frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup.
Let's go hamburger helper.
Hamburger helper, huh?
You got a favorite flavor? What you said they are up to 50 different flavors?
Yeah, with a combination of, they have some for turkey burger that they recommend for turkey burger.
Okay, turkey, chicken.
Tuna, chicken,
Did you
and
ever try
hamburger.
the tuna helper?
Tuna, I am not
I've
a big
never
tuna
tried it,
casserole type fan.
But
I don't
I'm just like, man, tuna, as soon as it comes out of the can, like, there's a very limited number of ingredients I'm willing to mix.
even
in
you can taste the metal in a tuna melt, but you
Yeah.
can definitely taste it when you bake it in the oven.
Tuna definitely has the least amount of options because on their website you can just click on a meat. There's only 5 tuna helpers.
What do they have? What can I mix
Tuna
it
helper, creamy pasta. Tuna helper, fettuccine Alfredo.
with? No.
Tuna helper, tetrazzini.
Tetrazzini? No.
Tuna helper, tuna cheesy pasta. And then tuna helper, tuna creamy broccoli.
I thought you said
when
cream
we
wheat.
were
I'm like,
doing those crazy food combinations,
Yeah.
I did put the tuna inside of the macaroni and cheese, which is probably what a lot of that stuff tastes
It's
like.
fairly normal, but
That's-
I don't
yeah.
like it. You know, it's one of those things. All right, here's your question. What is the whiskey that evaporates from a barrel called? They actually have a name for this. Put it this way, the devil's cut is what? Whatever they get out of the barrel itself, or out of the wood of the barrel at the bottom.
I don't have it.
Ted, what are you thinking? You're close.
Angel's breath.
Angel's share. Angel's share. The angel, not to be confused with angel's hair.
Angel shares are in the garbage.
That's got to be from the Irish.
I'm guessing because you have the devil's cut,
Yeah,
which means there's
exactly.
actual whiskey, and then the whiskey that evaporates that you can't enjoy, of course, is the angel's share.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
angels get hammered.
They do.
Yeah, the moonshiners, they didn't really care about that.
Oh, hell no. All right, your question.
You still have to pour out the first little bit.
What?
I watched that show Moonshiners.
All right.
And the first, I don't know if it's the first jar or whatever, you got to dump out because it's like poison.
Really?
Yeah. And then you start
You know,
filling up your
I'm
jugs.
more curious about the story of how they discovered that.
Well,
And he ain't looking so good.
somebody died.
Yeah.
some old dude named Salty Pretzel.
Yeah, salty pretzel, yeah.
That's how old Salty Pretzel died.
All right, here's your question. In what country was the Rosetta Stone found?
What was it? Ireland?
Now you're thinking the Blarney Stone.
I'll guess Italy.
That's what I was thinking, Italy. Oh, Egypt.
Egypt. That is correct.
Yeah, you got to think of where books and stuff start.
Books and stuff. Welcome to Ted's Books and Stuff. All right, your question. What is permanently frozen subsoil called?
Is it permafrost?
It is.
Boom.
Got it.
I once nicknamed a coworker that. She did not like that at all.
Was she a bitch?
Yeah, Ted, she was.
All right.
And you might remember, it was back in Baltimore. She was a salesperson for LAF, and a redhead, real pasty redhead. She just never smiled, was never nice. So first I called her Frosty, and she's like, I don't like that. I said, I understand. I'm sorry. You're permafrost because you're just never nice. Never. I mean, there's nothing that warms you up. You're just a cold, horrible, terrible woman.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the men's room.
Do your girl and your Johnson
Hold on, Jack.
Your girl and your Johnson.
Ted, how you gentlemen doing?
We're doing great. Are you sober or not sober, Jeff?
Team not sober. I'm doing good myself.
You know what's funny, man? We can't tell with you ever. That's the thing. Just
Jeff, what are you doing? What are you drinking?
At the moment, R&R.
You're listening to the men's room with
Treat yourself.
Miles and Thrill.
All right, free for life. Taking
99.9
frozen.
KISW.
Hello, Machelas. Away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,425. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of Ted versus the FCC. Ted, you're having a crappy year to say the least.
I am not good.
Yeah.
Which is good for the end of year spectacular when we
for
play
sure.
every miss, because that segment will last like 10 minutes. Kill a little time.
Well, I was thinking this year. I said I'm gonna think about Miles, think about Thrill, think about Mike, and the listeners.
Yep.
So that's I don't want to say I'm throwing games, but come on, everybody knows I'm better than this.
That's right.
Well, on behalf of all of us, Ted, thank you.
Hey, you
stayed
know
up,
what? You're welcome.
We stayed up late last night. I mean, first of all, how could you go to bed after that Raiders and Denver Broncos?
My adrenaline was pumping.
Juices were flowing.
It really was. Up probably till 2:30 last night, coming up with
That was
some
a barn
twisters.
burner.
Then, lo and behold, we have a lovely listener named Jolene. She says she's been a listener since the Buzz days. And she emailed a Ted versus the FCC. So, as you know, listener comes first. So, Ted, you'll be taking on Jolene on Ted versus the FCC. Coming up at 4:35. What else do we have for you today? We will drink and toast in the weekend. Then it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Jam on.
And we're celebrating a National Saxophone Day on a Bad Choice Friday. What are some of your guys' favorite saxophone songs? Do you have any in particular?
Saxophone song.
Lady in Red? Is there a saxophone in that?
I don't know. I did show Mike yesterday. He had not seen this before from the movie Lost Boys. The clip of that oiled up, muscly dude who's rocking out on the sax on stage. You remember that scene?
Yep, sure
Oh,
did.
that was my first thought when brought up saxophone.
Okay.
Like, you got to see this, Mike. Mike's response was, oh, God.
A lot of good Springsteen tunes, obviously. With
Well, sure.
Saxophone. 10th Avenue
yeah.
Freeze Out is a good one.
My
Back,
mother went to school with Clarence Clemens.
back in the 80s, man, there was a saxophone and everything.
But
I mean,
what-
Billy Joel songs had saxophones in them. Huey Lewis and the News songs.
Did
had
he
sax-
have a permanent saxophone player in the band?
I'm
Huey
sure
Lewis?
one of the members
News?
of the News,
Yeah.
yes, was a saxophonist. Yeah, but they sax was big back in
I
the
mean,
day.
the president Clinton played saxophone.
That's true.
Yeah. So you can get ass if you play saxophone.
Yes, you
apparently.
can.
Everybody
so
knows
today,
that.
we celebrate two bangers on National Saxophone Day with Wham!
I'm never gonna dance again.
Right. It depends on your perspective, I guess.
Now, the thing about this song is there's a monster saxophone solo.
There is. We first time I heard Taryn Daly play the saxophone, she joined us on stage. We played this song, and she did the sax solo. All right, and we did this at Slim's Last Chance. All right, so we're outside, and I mean,
Chili playing the saxophone.
it's all bikers, man, right? And we're like, oh crap, right? Because the other bands that we're playing are kind of rocking out. So we're kind of looking at each other like, dude, we're about to play Careless Whisper for, like biker dudes. We play this song. Every biker there grabbed their wife and slow dance. I could not believe
who
what I was
took
seeing.
over the vocals for that.
May have been Joey.
Joey did it.
I think
Okay.
so.
They're bikers, dude. That's his old lady.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. Every biker grabbed his ball and chain, the battle axe, the old lady, whatever you want to call it, and they were slow dancing.
not-
I'm like,
that's-
I will be damned.
That's not when you want to cut in on someone.
Nah.
You know, can
hey,
you
man.
imagine? Used to have it all the time in the high school dances, but you don't cut in on that dance.
No.
Not
no,
at all.
you
Yeah,
did
you
not.
grab him right by the cut, Miles. Just bump him out of the way. That'll go good.
So Wham and Careless Whisper take it on Jerry Rafferty on a Bad Choice Friday. Today, you know where Jerry Rafferty is from?
Ireland.
Scotland.
Scotland.
He's
Scotland.
Scottish. He's Scottish.
Is he Scottish?
How could you be Scottish? Well, okay, I gotta ask. All right. So when you enter the realm of music, all right, all these country guys, even Keith Urban, who's from Australia,
Yeah.
they have a country twang when they sing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's fake.
Well, but every single country singer, for the most part, sings with a country accent.
But when you hear most of them speak, there's a little twang in their voice when they're talking
Well,
to you.
they'll
So
do,
you
that,
go,
whole, they'll do
hey,
that whole thing too. Anybody can do it. But
this makes sense. But Keith Urban, I'm like, brother, you stop, man.
Kenny Chesney lives in the Caribbean. I mean, how does he have a country accent?
You're not wrong, but part of it is because that's how that music sounds, so you do it. And then a lot of them spend so much time in Nashville. That's what Zach Top
So,
said. He's
but-
like, I've been in Nashville for 5 years.
So
And
why
he has a bit of a twang now?
So,
Yeah.
So why do all English, or in this instance, Scottish bands, sing with what I would call an American English accent?
There was some scientific explanation for that, right? Because they were like, look, if you take a band or an artist from England, almost universally, when they sing a song, you understand the words clearly, right? But you take someone from the U.S., they sing, for whatever reason, we have a harder time
Right.
understanding the lyric. It makes no sense.
Yeah, and then Jerry Rafferty's a chameleon, because when he was in Steeler's Wheel, the song Stuck in the Middle, he sounds like Bob Dylan.
Right.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. That's the same freaking guy.
But
How's
nothing
that-
sounds
how's that
Scottish.
same guy? Here I am, stuck in the middle. I mean, he's Bob Dylan there. Oh, nice.
He can do whatever he wants, dude. It's
Apparently
Jerry
so.
Rafferty.
Jerry Rafferty of Bakersfield.
Put some respect on his name.
Both of these
Jerry
songs, by the way,
effing Rafferty.
covered by rock artists. Foo Fighters did Baker Street.
Oh, that's right.
And Seether did Careless Whisper.
That's great.
Vote now if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live. One of those two tunes coming up right after we drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day. Okay, so today we're going to talk about conditions. We all have conditions. Oftentimes there are side effects based on these conditions.
Like, Ted, we know when you have a gout flare-up only because of the distress on your face. We know you're in pain.
It sucks.
Every time. Like, I know you don't even have to say it. I'm like, he's got a gout flare-up.
Right. Back to...
You could die from high blood pressure.
Yes.
I take a pill for that. But I'll tell you what. Sometimes it runs low. You're almost out. It's like, yeah, it'll be all right for a couple of days. That allopurinol that keeps off the gout.
Lifesaver?
Oh,
Eat as many crabs you want?
You're never going to see me without that one.
Does it have any side effects? Is there any trade-off? Like, you know, when you watch these late-night commercials and they whatever fake-ass disease they've come up with and they're going to sell you this product, like, when you listen to the length of the side effects, I'm like, I think I would rather just have the condition than risk any of the things that you're saying I might have.
Well, a lot of things do have side effects. So if you have any kind of allergy to something, the side effects are maybe you'll break out into hives, your throat could swell up, all these different things. I talked about having LASIK in 1997.
Yeah.
So there are times if I am driving where street lights and other brighter lights,
people,
they basically have a halo around them.
Thank you.
Yeah, the
Sure.
Journey reference.
Yes.
And they just announced a farewell tour, just so you know. I didn't want to break your heart in the office.
Yeah, I saw that today. Journey won't be playing anymore.
One more round for Journey. It's their final journey, their final frontier, so to speak.
I think they're calling it the final frontier.
But it's a little bit nerve wracking because it gets worse in the rain. And
Yeah, of course.
So I kind of just instead of just being able to focus in on the light, there's a halo around it. Now it doesn't affect me all the time. It just affects me at the most inconvenient time. It's dark. It's nighttime.
Right.
It's raining. Whatever the deal is. These are not your ideal circumstances to be having a vision issue.
Of course.
But that's one of the side effects of it, and it always has been. I've dealt with it, but it's not, I can't stand it.
Well, sure. But side effects with the eyes are always going to be the worst because you need them for pretty much everything.
Right.
So whether you're seeing halos or your eyes end up getting swollen shut, or if you get something in your eye, and I mean something like legit, when people get shrapnel in their eye and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it is a months-long nightmare.
We brought you this story, I believe, yesterday. A condition left a man hallucinating women with Baywatch-style breasts for days.
Nice.
After he had eye surgery.
It's the weirdest thing.
Retired teacher Mark Bryan, 45. He's retired at 45. Good for him. Had laser surgery to remove scar tissue caused by a diabetic retinopathy. Retinopathy. Well, it's
His eye exploded, dude.
Yeah. A sight-threatening condition linked to his diabetes. But after the surgery in August, while frying sausages, how about that, Ted? He saw a pair of breasts in the corner of his right eye. Mark kept seeing the same image, which he nicknamed Tallulah, for 10 days, and said it was like having Pam Anderson pinned to my face. He was diagnosed with a condition called Charles Bonnet syndrome. That causes hallucinations, often after significant vision loss. These can range from simple patterns to complex images of people or landscapes, can appear and disappear without warning. His were even when his eyes were closed.
He still saw boobs.
And would appear without warning when he was brushing his teeth, watching TV.
I mean, when you look up that disease, some of it is bad.
Well, this is not.
People see evil stuff, but I'm with you. Like, if everywhere I looked there was just a Baywatch babe, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, I could live with that.
After 10 days, the images disappeared.
Damn.
Mark, who lives in London, said it was very funny. I felt like such a teenager. I had that poster, by the way, of Pam Anderson on my wall when I was younger. This was like having a pin to my face. My wife kept looking at me like I'd lost my mind. I just kept joking that I was going to run away with Tallulah. To be honest, I thought I might have lost my mind too. Although it was hilarious, it scared the crap out of me as well. It kept popping up. It would not go away. It was like 10 days of someone jump scaring me. After that image faded.
Boobs.
Now, according to the NHS website, CBS occurs after a patient has lost a lot of sight and is not a medical health problem. The hallucinations can be present for hours and are only visual. Mark has been losing his sight due to his diabetic problem related to high blood sugar levels in the retina. He said, I found the surgery was really traumatic after he had it. It's done under a local, so you can see the instruments coming towards your eyeball.
Oh.
But I guess that was the upside. He said people of usually sound mind experience complex hallucinations and caused by his
Her
brain
boobs.
compensating for the lack of information coming in from his right eye.
It
So
tells
his
you a
brain
lot
is-
about his subconscious.
Yes.
Your brain needs to fill in some kind of information, and obviously his brain, well, he likes boobs, give him boobs.
Red-faced Mark said the bubble wobbled about because they had to put like an air bubble in his eye for the retina to heal, which made the boobs very animated. Much to the dismay of his wife, April. After 2 days, Mark wouldn't leave the house. As the breasts became more superimposed on people he saw while out in local shops, and in particular at a Burger King. He later learned from an optician that the unusual hallucinations were caused by CBS. He added he could only make the image, which would make him jump up to 20 times a day, to go away by concentrating intensely on something or by swearing loudly.
Really?
As the bubble in his eye gradually reduced,
Get those friggin' boobs out of my face.
here's the problem. As the bubble, the air bubble reduced, the size of the breast decreased.
Really?
Yes,
So he went from like a D cup and ended on an A cup.
pretty much. He had a repeat of the procedure in September, but thankfully the hallucinations did not return. He was told by the optician that they're usually personal to the sufferer.
Again, this is what I'm saying. So, Ted, what were some of the ones you saw? You said as far as people hallucinating, was it Charles Bonnet syndrome?
Oh, yeah. Some people are seeing like goblins and ghouls and like they got red eyes. Like it looks like a nightmare. It looks like a bad acid trip.
But that's what's in their mind.
I guess.
I mean, based on what they're saying there, like your brain compensates with whatever is kind of on your mind. So, Boob Dude, obviously, he's a boob man.
Well, didn't you say that at one point in time, during an acid trip, that you stopped and did you say like a tree
it
started?
was, yeah, me and my buddy Leon, we're both tripping, and we're out in the woods.
So the condition in this is acid.
Right, the condition is acid. We're both tripping, and so, anyway, as we're having a great time, and we're walking through the woods, and there's this one white oak tree. All right, and when I walk by the white oak tree, I swear to God, it's like it kind of leaned and turned toward me and just went.
Is that the kind where you can pull off a piece of paper on the bark?
Yeah, it looks like paper.
I
on
miss
the
those
bark.
trees. We don't have too many of those up here.
So this thing kind of leans over, and in my mind, it whispers. Shh. Now I'm pretty good when I'm tripping, right? I am aware that I'm tripping, so these things don't bug me. But then Leon turns around and he's like, "Hey, man, did you hear that tree?" So now, because when you're hallucinating, it should be yours, right? Or when you're tripping, like that's what you see. But then Leon's like, "Did that tree just shush you?" I'm like, "Wait, did it shush you?" He's like, "Yeah, the tree shushed me, man." I said, "The tree shushed me too." Then now we're staring at the tree like we both know we're tripping, man. But there's no way. And keep in mind, we're just staring at this tree, but it's like this is weird. We should not share hallucinations. This doesn't make sense.
I think every
you know what I mean?
I think every acid trip needs a good sober person to mess with people.
We did not have that
now,
person.
I've been there too.
What are you going to say, Dad? Because look, I'm convinced the tree did not say
No.
she.
I don't think the tree did, but you can link up. Like I was sitting on a deck once, right?
All right.
And we had a fire pit. We might have indulged in some fungus. Me and my one buddy are sitting there sipping a beer, and he just looks down. We'll just call the guy Miles, and he goes, "Does Miles look like he's a lion right now to you?" And I go, "Yeah, you seeing that too?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Is that odd?" I go, "Let's just stay up here and let it ride out." Because I'm conscious enough that I know he's not a lion.
Right.
But he looked like one of those half man, half lions just sitting at the fire, like chatting away. And like my buddy's not, he hasn't done this that much. I was like, we're just going to stand here. But yes, I have seen it too.
What the hell was the deal with a dog or at a festival or a goat or who the hell were you talking about?
Oh, yeah. I got stuck in that porta potty for a while. I had like my bowl with me and stuff. And when I came out, there was a wise goat, as I saw him.
A wise goat.
No,
Did you talk to the wise goat?
For like half an hour.
Did the goat talk back to you?
In my mind, yes.
Okay.
And I, like, at some point, I remember hugging him and going, God, you're so right. Like, you're so right, goat.
Just you and the goat.
Correct.
All right.
Now, I go back to kind of where the festival is. I have told some people this story.
How
and
about
I
the wise goat? They should go talk to the wise goat as well.
Right. Go to the porta potties. There's a wise goat over there. And like the one guy just comes back. He's like, "Hey, Ted, I like you. Like there's no chance. There's no goats on this property."
Yeah.
Because we're like on this river. And the next day, I was like, "Oh my God, what is that mangy dog?" And my buddy goes, "That's the only animal here, so that's probably your wise goat." And I'm like,
Are you hugging this mangy
"Yeah."
dog?
I was like, "I should get checked for fleas." I mean, he looked awful.
Worse than Tigger.
Yes.
And you're hugging it.
And I'm hugging it, just being like holding his little face, like, you're so right. Like, that is the secret
He
to the
probably
universe.
fell in love with you. Probably the closest thing when human beings been to him.
Yeah, he's probably still down by that river.
Our question, what condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
That's the thing. Just
Jeff, what are you doing? What are you drinking?
At the moment, R&R.
Nothing but the best.
Not too sober.
Treating yourself. All right, free for life. You're taking frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup.
This is a good choice today, and it was a difficult one. Let's go with TV dinners.
TV dinners.
all right. All right, Jeff. Your question, what planet in our solar system has the longest day, lasting 243 Earth days?
Ooh, so it's one of those ones. It's not one of the ice giants because they turn awfully quick. It's got to be one of those planets that's just one side's completely locked towards the sun. Does it have the fastest year?
It does not. I see how you're deducing
Venus.
this.
It's not Mercury.
Boom.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, ma'am.
Just doesn't turn.
It does, but it goes around the sun in like 240 some days or something like. Either way, one day lasts longer than its year.
Yeah, that's why it's so poisonous. Just it's completely burning.
Yeah, it is not a place you'd want to be. I'm surprised with your planetary knowledge, my friend. All right, here is your question.
It's one of the few classes I actually had an A in.
Really?
Oh, all right.
All right.
Good boy, Jeff.
I like one of the few, though. Don't ask me
What was
anything
your
else.
what was your worst subject?
Math.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody
I
understands.
can't. Yep. After simple math, after that is once you start getting the fractions, don't come to me. I'm gonna have a brain fart.
I can do fractions, I can do decimals, but once you once you start adding letters, I'm like that. I'm
Algebra.
I'm out, and I don't
letters,
care.
Yeah.
All right.
Geometry, I
the
didn't
letters is like it just somehow this actual it comes up to like an actual number. It's like how do you get 23 out of R?
That was always my thing. They're like, well, R represents blank. I'm like, no, why don't you just say blank? That's all. Take
That's
it
the
easy.
answer.
Sometimes R doesn't represent blank.
All right, here's your question. 50-50 chance.
True.
I like your style.
I like how he's
really
bald.
like your
You guys
style.
think he's right?
I like your style. Don't even
Come
ask
on,
it. Don't
be-
even ask it.
Be right, Jeff.
Don't even ask it. Save it.
It is false.
Oh, Bob.
It is false. Now
damn,
look,
sorry, y'all guys.
the next one and doneer, I will ask the question I was going to ask you.
Okay.
We'll
All
find out. And hopefully they'll build the pieces together.
Yeah, exactly. Big W is the game. 206-803-ROCK.
I'm with Miles. I like Jeff.
True. Done. Hello, Elliot. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hello, guys.
Hola. Elliot, are you sober or not sober?
I am sober.
All right, welcome to Big Dummy, Elliot. Okay, free food for life. Are you taking frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup?
Man, I was just at the grocery store earlier and picked up a TV dinner for the first time in like a year. So give me a TV dinner.
What variety did you get?
I've never seen it before. It's from the show Yellowstone. They're making TV dinners now.
Yellowstone is making TV dinners.
I saw those last night and went, you got to be kidding me.
What flavor
it's
is it?
like- Oh, they have the flavors from like every character has their own flavor name.
And you
I mean,
can't-
they got to be heavy meals because it's like you're a
I
cowboy.
would think so, yeah.
Okay, I've got them up right
Yeah,
now.
this one's 37 grams of protein, but like 1,500 milligrams of sodium.
Yeah.
All right,
We've
got-
established if we're just not going to talk about salt today.
Yeah, it's ain't about your health.
We've got Yellowstone braised beef stew, tender prime rib, and beer gravy russet potatoes. Yellowstone Rips ranch hand beef and cheese pasta.
That's got to be good. Rip's good character.
Yellowstone Dutton
the one
family
that I got.
barbecue, meatloaf, and mashed frozen meal barbecue sauce.
Wow.
Yeah, there's
Dude, they have a whole line of cowboy cuisine.
Jimmy's Cowboy Chili and Beans, slow cooked. Honey barbecued chicken and mashed potatoes.
I would just rather trust a real cowboy than a bunch of actors.
Me too. Well, Paul Newman. Look what he did, man.
Right, but he wasn't like, hey, it's Butch Sundance
Fair
stuff.
enough. Fair
He
enough.
was just
It's
like,
just me, Paul Newman.
I like natural products and give it back to people.
Pulled pork and mac and cheese, burnt in mac and cheese,
All right.
chicken and dumplings, country fried steak. They're all over it.
All right, Elliot, your question. On the Flintstones, what is the name of Barney Rubble's pet?
Dino was the dog from the Flintstones.
I don't think he was a dog, brother.
Or
I mean, he was very dog-like, but yeah.
He was a barking dinosaur for some reason.
Yes, the barking dinosaur.
It was a bird of some kind. Was it a talking bird?
I don't even remember what the hell it was, but his name was Hoppy.
Hoppy.
Hoppy. All right, Elliot, by the way, you spell your name with 2 L's and 2 T's.
Yep.
Good man. All right, your question. What did the letters HBO originally stand for?
Home
Body odor.
Broadcasting Organization.
Home box office.
Home box office. You know, Miles and I used to know a woman who worked at HBO. And she wore very tight jeans, and you could just, it was like a denim camel toe every day, right? And we called her Boxy Lady. It just seemed fitting.
Boxy lady. Here I come, girl.
Jimmy's coming to get you. All right, your question. Who became the first American in space in 1961?
Buzz Aldrin. No, I'm wrong.
Chuck Yeager?
Nope. He broke the sound barrier.
John Glenn?
Nope, not John Glenn.
Neil Armstrong.
Nope. Alan Shepard.
Oh, yeah.
Alan Shepard, of course, the old Shepster.
That's how he'll be remembered for being the first man in space. Everyone goes, who? All right. Multiple choice. 13, 23, 33, or 53 hours. On average, how long does it take food to pass through the human body? 13, 23, 33, or 53 hours?
53.
Boom.
Got it. Okay.
Well, I guess it depends what you eat, because when you were rocking kale there for a while, Ted, it seemed like about 20 minutes. You're like,
Kale just runs through you.
got to poop.
Look down and go, what is that? Oh, yeah.
I usually eat lunch around the same time, and I couldn't make it through the show without pooping with the kale salad.
Lives every day.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, amigo.
Hola.
Sean, sober or not sober?
We're going to go sober today.
Okay, Sean, welcome to Big Dummy.
Sean, you sure about that?
I know the way you said it. Like, nah, we'll go sober.
Sober.
I'm taking a day off. Free for life, Sean.
Yep.
Frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup. Where you at?
You know, I was frozen burritos until I heard Ted talk about the new PBR flavors for Chunky. So I might have to go with canned soup.
Okay.
All right. All right, here's your question. What are plants that grow, reproduce, and die all in one season called? Getting it done.
Is it also like a sale?
Animals?
What's that?
Animals?
One and done. Very good.
All right.
Go.
Here's a
Now,
true
Toby.
falser.
Thank you, boys.
Oh, hang on.
We got it. You got a bonus question.
We got a true or false question for you that you should not get wrong.
You should know the answer.
True or false? The U.S. nuclear launch system used floppy disk until 2022.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna go true.
But wait, here's the thing. Now, they were not still on floppy disk in 2022, but they were still on floppy disk until 2019. The nuclear codes on floppy disk.
Damn.
We knew it was false because the other guy had just said true.
I was one giveaway.
You probably couldn't hack them.
You know what? That's a good point, man. There is some
they're not
benefit
in a
to
hard
that.
drive. You take them. You take them out. You take them home. It's like a game cartridge, man. If you don't have the cartridge, you ain't playing the game.
That's a strong point.
More Big Dummy coming up. 206-803 Rock. Acoustic Holiday Friday night, December 12th, Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. This is a hell of a lineup. Brent Smith and Zach Myers of Shinedown. If you know anything about those two, their acoustic set is absolutely incredible.
Now, let me ask you this. So you said, like, if it's a dislocated finger or something like that, something that's an injury, you see it, you pass out. So what about, not to call anyone out, but every once in a while, I will see a nice young woman walking down the street in the summertime and open-toed shoes, and she has hammer toes, right? They're not broken. They just look broken. Would that drop you as well?
No, that's just gross. Yeah,
They are.
Is
really
it
gross.
more the sight of blood?
Yeah, it's more so the side of blood. I got my nose pierced when I was like 16, and it triggered it. Apparently, like adrenaline rush can also do it. I love roller coasters, so I don't like faint with that kind of adrenaline. But pain, adrenaline from pain, that sort of stuff, 100%. Yeah, I'm out. Like,
now, what are the things
at the dentist? Yeah.
What do you actively try to avoid? Like, I would imagine you can't watch any sports because an injury will probably happen, and they're going to show it in slow-mo. You're certainly not going to watch boxing or MMA, anything like that. So what are the things that you avoid knowing that you might pass out if you walk into this building or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not really watching UFC fights and MMA. My husband watches it a lot, but I don't really pay too much attention. I do like sports, but yeah, when there's some guy lifts his leg up and is flopping around, I'm out. I'm looking away.
Do you have time to sit down before you would pass out or faint?
Generally, yes. Generally, there's a few signs. Like my teeth, this is really weird. My teeth kind of get tingly a little bit. My fingers and toes get tingly. My heart races. And then, I start kind of getting that tunnel vision, and I know something's happening. And this, another thing I avoid, and this is kind of weird, it's a correlation, it's a trigger for me, is if I have too much dairy, right, like anybody, you're going to shit your brains out.
Oh, hang on.
Once again, bedroom colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio.
Train of thought. Come on.
Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yes, we will poop our brains out.
I don't think it would affect anyone if they heard it, but for some reason, it's still not a word you can say.
Because that's exactly how people say it. But yeah.
However, so when that happens for me, like you call it the bubble guts, right? You know, you get the sweats and stuff.
Sure.
That's a trigger for me, bro. I've had to grab my bathtub so I don't pass out.
From bubble guts?
Yes. The most random triggers.
That's
Blood,
kind of funny.
bubble
Sorry,
guts.
man.
Allison, what's the condition called again?
Vasovagal reflex.
How much of the population has that? Do you know? Is this a common thing, or do you have a very unique
amount of
thing?
people. Yeah, I worked with a buddy. He got a pass on all the sex education classes because he can't listen to that, and he just shuts down and faints. So people have different triggers with
Gotcha.
it.
Okay.
At what age did you figure out that you have the condition?
16, the day I got my nose pierced, I passed out.
So
I woke up, my dad and the piercer was looking at me. I was so confused. And they said, "Oh, this is normal. This happens all the time." Got my first tattoo, passed out.
So was that the first time it happened when you were 16, or that's the first time you guys pieced together? Okay, so it started at 16.
Yeah,
You didn't have a problem before. Were you always squeamish about blood?
Yeah.
Okay, and now it's just to the point you pass. All right, so I have this question, which is immensely personal, but I have to know. So if blood is a trigger and you are a woman and you have a period, does that affect you, or is it okay if it's your own blood due to a natural process?
It's manageable. I try to not look at it too much. If I do concentrate on it too much or something's going on, it will kind of trigger and I get woozy. But if I get a normal cut on myself and stuff, I do get woozy. I slice my finger with a knife, you run it underwater, it kind of stings a little bit. That pain triggers it and will kind of make me feel that woozy. I don't always pass out every single time.
But enough that you have a condition. It's just crazy. Yeah. I've never met a woman who loves having a period, but I've never met a woman who also is squeamish about blood to the point they'll faint and have a period. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That just seems like a setup to be miserable.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Pretty crazy.
Wow.
Steve, you ever had a concussion?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe when I was younger or a kid or something like that. I've had my bell rung a few times, but certainly from teens until now, I do not believe I've ever had a concussion.
A concussion is one of those things where when you have them, you don't know you.
That's why I'm not sure if I've had a concussion.
Some people know they've had them, but that's after a few days.
I was going to say, I feel like people that know they have a concussion have had a concussion before.
Well, if you've had a concussion, you don't really, in the moment, you don't understand that you're concussed. You're not exactly sure what's going on.
It depends on the concussion as well.
Or the severity, maybe. The ones that I've had, I wasn't exactly sure that I had them.
Right.
And I did things. I just did not realize that I could not. Your bank doesn't store the memories.
So what tips you off that if it had been a couple of days, what tips you off that, hey, man, I have a concussion?
Okay, so one high school football game, I got a concussion right before halftime.
Uh-huh.
And so Saturday, I just had this awful headache. I couldn't open up, like a migraine.
Yeah.
I couldn't open the blinds up. Light was really, anytime I looked into the light, there was this piercing pain in my eyes and my head. Loud noises, all those things I just kind of needed to stay away from. So I just laid in my bed. I didn't feel good. I really just thought I had a tremendous headache.
Sure.
Took a shot the last night. Sunday, the same difference. Just did not feel right, but it was slowly, gradually getting better. I thought, I got my bell rung. I'm sick. Something's going on. And then Monday, in film, I was on fire in the second half. I don't remember any of it. I mean, I was almost perfect. I was almost Sam Darnold.
So you played better
for a half
with a head injury.
I don't remember. Every read I made was right. Every throw I had was perfect.
Yeah, you weren't thinking.
I wasn't.
I was exactly. I was just playing the game.
I knew the read I had to make. If that wasn't open, I knew my second read. I was like, the coach was like, and in the second half, I didn't even tell my coach. I didn't say, Coach Kelly, I didn't want him to know that I got concussed because then I might not be able to play on Friday night.
Right.
The next week. So I didn't tell him. But I'm just watching this. He's like,
sounds like the average athlete. You okay? I'm all right.
I feel like back then, unfortunately, they would have let you.
They absolutely
They probably would have. And being a kid, you're invincible.
Sure.
But to watch the film and go, I don't know who this person is. I don't remember any of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's me. It's my movements. It's like I was scrambling. I was running. I mean, I wasn't a running quarterback.
But that's part of the reason
that
that Troy Aikman ended up retiring from football. I want to say he got concussed 8 times that they know of. All right, but on one of the last ones, he said he was in the hospital, after the
LeVar
game.
Arrington cleaned his closet.
And, there's like nurses walk in and out, doctors that come in to check on. And he's like, there's this particularly nice nurse that walked in and basically just hung out longer than most nurses would. So finally, Troy just said, ma'am, no offense, but who are you? She's like, Troy, I am your mother.
Yeah.
And he said, that's when I made the decision.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk away from the sport when I don't recognize my own mother.
I was
I saw a kid once. Sorry, Miles. I saw a kid. We were doing up downs at the end of practice.
Yeah.
So his face mask just hit the ground too hard, right? Which your face mask shouldn't hit the ground.
Sure.
So he was concussed, and I remember they were like, I think he's concussed, and somebody was like, who's your teacher? And he just kept naming grade school.
Oh, really?
We were in high school. It was like at that moment, he had he couldn't fathom that he was in high school.
Yeah.
That
makes sense. I was an offensive player of the week in our conference one time. That was the week.
That was the week.
That was
and
the
you
only
don't
time.
remember it.
I do not remember the second half. I threw for like 300 and some yards. And then the next time we played that team the following year, same basic team, they just killed us. I was awful.
Yeah, of course.
They threw like 3 picks in the first half. I mean, it was just garbage. What condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, the only time in football was practice, and they took my helmet.
Yep.
And the second smelling salt. I said, they don't work. And they were like, Tana, give us your helmet.
If a smelling salt doesn't work,
The
it's like,
second
yeah,
one.
buddy, you
I was like,
have a seat.
I threw
Something wrong with them.
Yeah, I threw at second
You
year.
know me. Throw it. I remember throwing, because I wasn't that bad. I remember just tossing it away and cracking that second one going, God, should not working.
Yeah.
Give us your helmet.
I threw a pass so bad the opposing quarterback who was playing strong safety picked me off and ran it in the end zone. The quarterback. The damn quarterback picked me off.
Hello, Jason. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Well, we've known each other for a long time.
Oh, this is VD.
Yeah, VD, Jason.
VD, what are you doing, man?
Hello. I'm sitting on my balcony smoking cigarettes like you're on a style.
Are you drinking whiskey?
I am drinking whiskey. I started about an hour ago. So
That's probably when you sent me the 12 text messages.
Well, I thought you would enjoy those, and I thought you could use those. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
It's what I do. And by the way, that's a free service to you, Miles.
I appreciate it.
My younger brother has had gout since he was 18. He was diagnosed probably about a year later. So he's dealt with, you guys have all met him over the years. He's dealt with chronic gout for years, and about 4 or 5 weeks ago, he had a condition where he had a kidney stone that our sister-in-law said, you should go to the hospital because you look terrible. Apparently he woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, threw up 4 times, then went back to bed, then he's a police officer, went to the police station, couldn't make it to roll call, threw up 3 more times. She's like, go to the doctor, go to the hospital. He has a kidney stone. Not only does he have a kidney stone, he has a kidney infection associated with kidney stone. So he's been on gout medication since he was 18. He's now 49. Ted, note to you, because we've talked about this, he's on allopurinol. He's taken all of the other gout medications over the years. But the one thing that is associated with allopurinol and gout medication is that it does harm, as you can imagine, to other organs in the body while it is reducing the uric acid that your body doesn't process. So it results in kidney stones and possibly kidney infections and kidney failure. It results in gallbladder stones and gallbladder failure.
Is there any difference between kidney stones and gallbladder stones other than their location? Or are they the same thing?
I don't know that, other than the fact that I know they're more painful depending on the size of the stone. So, but as a result of all of this, when he was in the hospital with the blood work that they did, they found out that he has scarring on the liver. He has cirrhosis of the liver.
Is that from the medication, or is he a
Or
boozer?
just being a cop, yeah.
It's from the medication. What I found out a couple days ago is that they believe or they think that he might have too much iron in his system, which is causing all of this problem. But the side effects of the medications to treat the to treat the gout in the body and the uric acid in the body can deal with liver failure, scarring of the liver, gallbladder issues, gallbladder stones, kidney issues, kidney stones, and heart effects and cardio effects that will kill him.
You sound like a disclaimer.
I know.
Yeah.
It's on the end of every medical ad.
Did you do these commercials for a living? Okay.
He really should.
Well, you should.
Well, I should. Yeah, I have a great voice, as you know, so I should do these. But he is just this poster child for if it can go wrong, it's going to go wrong, and it's going to affect him. So I get a text this morning at 4:45. I'm sitting in the balcony. My dog and I have just gotten back from a nice walk. Everything's great. And there's this big, long string of things on his toilet seat because they had to put a stent in his bladder to help to break up or to open up the pathway for urine flow so that he wouldn't be experiencing the pain he was. And then they went in on Tuesday and used a laser to break up the kidney stone. So then this morning, he decided that he was going to pull this stent out because they had a stent in his bladder, and they attached basically, and being very rudimentary, a fishing line to his bladder, to the stent, to, if he decided to, once they broke up the kidney stone, he could pull the stent out himself, which he did, and sent me a picture.
All right.
Jesus.
So you got to see your brother's wiener.
Well, no. I got to see what appeared to be about 3 feet of fishing line from his bladder through his urethra, through his penis, to the toilet seat where he pulled it out.
God,
man. Saying that no matter what, as much as you think you drink water and as much as you think you're hydrated, you're not. Drink more water. My God, I've had a kidney stone. I was at work when I passed a kidney stone, and I'm peeing into the tall urinal, and it just stops. Like, well, that's weird. That's never happened before. It starts again, and then it stops. I'm like, holy hell, what's going on? And then, thump, out pops a kidney stone. I'm like, oh, my God.
Did you reach in and save it?
So did you know you had kidney stones, or is that when you found out?
I knew a few months prior that I had some really bad pain in my left side, and I thought that I was moving a kidney stone through the tract.
Did you pick up? Did you take the stone out of the urinal? Because I'm telling you right now, I would have.
I would.
I would have got a paper towel. I'd have got my hand in there.
I think you and your brother need more checkups.
I
have washed it off.
I did not take the stone out of the urinal, but I did take a picture of it. So I do have evidence that I passed the kidney stone. And it was fascinating. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yeah, my brother had kidney stones.
My brother's a moron who has lots of health issues associated with gout, and he's been an idiot for close to 30 years of his 49 years of his stupid existence, and he finally started behaving himself. But as much as that medication helps to clear things out, it messes with the rest of your internal organs immensely.
Sounds like
and that is the issue with all those medications.
All right, Petey,
right?
have a good weekend, man. Good hearing from you. Our question, what condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got Stephen Colbert. You got Seth Meyers. The Jimmies.
Pound and Kibbles.
or Ted Smith?
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right that the tireless guests have teams of talented writers help them come up with monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late-night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Utah man dropped a 1,900-pound pumpkin on his Geo Metro, causing the Geo Metro to significantly increase in value.
Colbert.
Ted Smith.
Colbert.
A Utah man dropped a 1,900-pound pumpkin onto his Geo Metro, causing the Geo Metro to significantly increase in value.
Out of prison.
Oh.
No, you'd never see me in a Metro.
My bad, dude. A healthcare... Yo, something stuck in there, boys. Stop. A healthcare provider in Maine has issued an apology after it sent letters to patients saying they were dead, even though they were very much alive. Dibs! Yelled Stephen King.
Seth Meyers.
Fallon.
That's Seth Meyers.
The largest healthcare provider in Maine has issued an apology after it mistakenly sent letters to more than 500 living patients that said they were dead. Dibs! Yelled Stephen King.
A new study has released the states with the highest number of 1% income households. And I will save you some time. If you love sailing and have a neighbor named Buffy, your state is on the list.
It's either Myers or it's you, Ted. I'm going to go
Smith.
Ted.
Damn it! That was me.
Yeah, that was a good one, though.
Yeah. I know people love sailing. I bet you do.
I'm sure you do.
Till
I'm
the
sure
wind
I'd
stops.
love to.
Yeah, like I get it. People have boats, pontoon
Right.
boats, lake boats.
I know a lot of people with boats. I know very, very, very few people with sailboats.
Sailing. TikTok is having their first ever award show, and it's airing on Tubi. TikTok was like, how do we take something everyone is on and show it on something nobody is on?
Fallon.
Colbert.
Fallon.
TikTok just announced their first ever award show, and they're airing it on Tubi. TikTok was like, how can we take something everyone is on and show it on something nobody is on?
Gwyneth Paltrow has unveiled this year's Goop gift guide. It includes a $1,300 naughty advent calendar, stocked with a red silk blindfold, 20 feet of black French bondage rope, gold-plated handcuffs, and restraint tape. Reminds me of that classic Christmas song. I saw mommy ball gag Santa Claus.
It's got to be Colbert.
Yeah.
That's Colbert.
Gwyneth Paltrow has unveiled this year's Goop holiday gift guide and includes a $1,300 naughty advent calendar stocked with a red silk blindfold, 20 feet of black French bondage rope, gold-plated handcuffs, and restraint tape. Reminds me of that classic Christmas song, I saw mommy ball gag Santa Claus.
So last night, right, there was some hockey. Like I said, it's tough for me to get into hockey or basketball right now.
Was that hockey?
I don't know.
I mean, if you're a shark.
Yeah. Well, they beat the Jets. So like I was watching hockey. I watched a little Maction. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll watch a movie. So I turned on this movie called Friendship, right? It's on Netflix right now.
Is it terrifyingly sad?
It is, I will say this, it is a very dark comedy.
Okay.
But it is funny as hell.
All right.
But there's some moments where you kind of go, is this going to get better? Like it's one of those, right?
Does it?
Just know it is.
I don't know how to answer that.
No. It's a dark comedy. I mean, have you ever seen Detroiters?
No. Was that a TV show?
Yes.
Okay, I vaguely remember, but I never saw it.
How about what's it? God, I'm trying to think of that guy's name. Tim Robinson. Right.
Okay,
so
yeah.
he's in that other show where he always kind of plays like a quirky, kind of weird character.
All right.
So he's kind of in that same role. Paul Rudd is kind of like cool Paul Rudd from whatever. They're neighbors, but it's just about male friendship and this and that. It just, again, I don't want to give too much away. I will just say this. It is very dark. There is sometimes you don't know if it's going to be good or bad. And then there's just some lines. Like I I'd do like a water spit take. I was like, God damn.
All right.
Like, that's really good. I was stone sober. Right? Like this wasn't like I was
I want to
crazy.
qualify this.
This is
I was
crazy.
sober.
That
'cause
never happens.
Well, sometimes you watch a movie when you're stoned or you're having a couple beers.
So funny.
You're like, this is so funny, right? Then you go back and watch it and go, I don't know if it's that good. This one I'm telling you, it's stone sober. But again, I don't know that this is for everybody. Like, I don't know if you want to pull the wife over and say, hey, watch this. Or if you're the wife and you like dark comedies and your husband doesn't. So that's what I'm saying. You got to know what you're getting into. But again, very funny. And again,
what service is it on?
I watched it on Netflix.
Okay.
That's a lie. I think I might have watched it on HBO.
Yep, it's on HBO Max.
Yep, I said that. I'm like, I don't know why I'm lying to you. I watched that on HBO on my Xfinity.
Well, I have HBO. Good.
All right, there you go.
Speaking of movies, Miss Piggy is finally getting her, as they say, her moment in the spotlight. She's getting a solo movie.
Please tell me it's Sunset Boulevard.
It's a porn, dude.
Jesus Christ. No. It's in the early stages of Disney, but Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone are producing it. They'll star in it too because Jennifer said, quote, we have to. It's effed up that we haven't done a movie together. Jennifer,
talking about Miss Piggy or Emma Stone?
Her and Emma Stone.
Oh, okay.
Which seems fine.
Yeah.
Like, they're both kind of funny and whatever.
They should release it on Easter.
Miss
Like
Piggy?
a ham. Like a ham. thing.
Yeah.
Have John Hamm show up. She's very offended.
I mean,
Kevin Bacon.
here's the
She
thing. I
hates
know
him.
Miss Piggy is like Miss Piggy and she's a pig. But in the end, she's kind of glamour. Like, I don't think Miss Piggy as a human would be unattractive. I think she'd be kind of hot.
Would you hit Miss Piggy as she is now?
As a puppet?
As a pig.
Probably. I'm just saying she has a big energy. Like, I
She's
know
got that big
people
energy,
that
man.
have-
Big P energy.
Well, I told you my friends, like, when their kid was little, they didn't have any TV.
All right.
So I watched a lot of Muppets with my buddy's kid.
Sure.
And, like, you know how it is when you're sitting there with a 2 or 3 year old, like, they don't say much. So I really got into the Muppets again. I was like, Miss Piggy, like, she has, like, I know people with her kind of energy, but you can't say that to a female because they would be very offended. And it's like, well, I know she's a pig, but in the end, I don't think she's ugly. She just happens to physically be a pig.
Would they be offended if she wasn't Miss Piggy? If she was like...
No.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
She was like Miss Bunny. Nobody would care.
Right. Who's the lady, Stifler's mom that I love?
Oh, yeah, Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, you can make an argument she's got Miss Piggy energy.
Yeah, she kind of does.
Right?
Without being a pig.
Kermie.
I'm just picturing, like, the tabloids, Miss Piggy, her new boyfriend, and there's D. Ted Smith and Miss Piggy, arm in arm, leaving some club in New York City.
That'd be awesome.
Like, yeah, I'm hitting this.
Yeah, I would be. Like, I mean, I could be buddies with Kermit then, right?
You could.
Right? Because they were
Who
never.
took his girl?
Were they together?
I don't think Kermit reciprocated her affections quite
Correct.
as much.
He didn't have a choice.
Because she was straight up like, get some leg. And he was like, I don't know.
That's a ham.
You know where the ham comes from?
I was also watching a good kind of documentary on Vice last week about the original Bachelor.
TV show.
Correct. And
As in
it's
the TV show or the guy who was the
The
Bachelor?
TV show.
Okay.
Because, like, the people that made it and stuff. And it's pretty good. They go back and I think it was the dark side of the 2000s.
Yeah.
And basically, I kind of forgot. Like, the guy that had made that show, he started with making Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire.
Okay.
And people were like, we kind of want a different version. He makes The Bachelor. It gets panned, right? Like,
Of course.
nobody likes it. But then the ratings come in, and it's got, like, I want to say 6 or 9 million people watching it. And they're like, holy cow, we have a real thing here. And a lot of what you think is true, right? They were like, oh, we loaded them up with booze. We did this and that. And they have some of the contestants on there. And, like, you got to sign waivers and
Of
say,
course.
basically, we can affect, how we edit stuff and how you see it. I mean, remember, my buddy Cobb was on that one game show with Loomis, and the way they edit it, he just basically, they're at a gym supposed to be coaching kids, and you just see him being like, I just don't like kids.
But that's all they show,
That's
right?
all they showed. And I'm like, bro. And he's like, that is not how I said it. And then he told me, like, other people did projects, and one, they were like, well, Aaron, how do you feel about it? That's his real name. And he was like, he was harsh. And so we were watching him. I go, why were you so mean? He goes, dude, we did a take 3 times. I was nice as could be. I was trying to be constructive. And they were like, no, we need you. So they coach you into it.
Right.
And then on the original Bachelor, they don't hide it. There was booze everywhere. And then even like the director, the guy that came up with it, he encouraged everybody working there to booze. The one guy kind of laughing, he goes, look, there was so much drinking on that show behind the scenes and on the scenes. He goes, eventually I had to quit He goes, I can't even drink anymore. And he's like, because I drank so much of that show.
Damn.
He goes, you got into a habit of basically getting kind of drunk every day at work. Was like lifestyle.
Okay, yeah.
But I also like too that like, look, you could look at one side of that story and just be like, God, how hard they were so mean. They set these girls up, this and that. But I also agree with the one guy that was a producer that was like, hey, look. They're using us too to get paid, of course. A lot of people struggle in finding long-term.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up, we'll drink and toast the weekend with a shot of the day that is Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Shame on. As we celebrate National Saxophone Day on a Bad Choice Friday with Wham!
I'm never gonna dance.
We're taking on Jerry Rafferty on a Bad Choice Friday. Or Jerry Rafferty and Baker Street. Vote now if you follow us on X and Men's Room Live. One of those two tunes coming up right after we drink and toast.
Yes.
With the shot of the day.
Let's go, Jerry.
Our question, what condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK. Here we go. A story that Mike brought you yesterday. 4 Broward County students were hospitalized on Wednesday after eating snacks laced with an unknown substance at Margate Middle School, prompting an emergency response and a district investigation. Margate police said that they believe the students ate marijuana-laced gummies.
Mm-hmm.
That's devastating. As me having kids as well as picking up my niece, it could have been anyone, your sister, your brother, said one parent who did not want to be identified. Authorities said additional
How old were
students...
the kids? Sorry.
Middle school, so...
All right, like 10?
No, middle school, probably 12-ish.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe 10.
Additional students were exposed. 4 were taken to the hospital, while the others were released to their parents to go home and watch movies. School and district administrators are working with police to identify the source of the laced snacks at the Magnet School, which serves, here you go, grades 6 through 8. Out of an abundance of caution, emergency services were contacted immediately, and students received the appropriate care. The district urged patients to sit down with their children and explain the possible What is the
water?
What?
Yeah, a nap, a snack.
Right, that's exactly what I'm saying.
A bag of Cheetos, a bottle of water, that will be okay.
I mean, you can't just shake that out. You know, you just got to ride it.
You got to ride it till it's done.
Yeah.
Same as being drunk, anything, man. Like, look, it'll be done when it's done, but you got to deal with it until it is.
I will say this, though, but you can die from too much alcohol.
Absolutely.
Right? At least with them, it's like, well...
They're not going to die.
Right, they're not going to die. So that's what I'm saying. That's literally the one where you had too much something where you just chill out.
Just deal with it, man. Just deal.
What condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, David. Welcome to the Men's Room.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Doing great, man. Positive Friday.
Yeah. So I last winter, Christmas time, I stepped out of my truck and slipped on the ground, went to the doctor. They said, oh, you pulled your groin. So we went home, me and my wife, for about a week, and it got worse and worse. And we went back to the emergency room at Providence, and they were like, yeah, man, you're in way too much pain for a pulled groin. We're going to do an MRI and a CAT scan on you. They came back into the room, and they said, hey, man, you crashed your motorcycle? I said, nope. And they were like, you have a couple fractures in your neck, a couple fractures in your back, and a shattered hip.
Wow. What?
So my mouth dropped, like, what is going on? And they said, there's also some stuff going on with your blood. We need to look at this more severe. So they sent me down to the University of Washington and admitted me into the hospital down there. And after about 3 days being in there, they found out that I had a tumor on my brain that was eating my hormones alive. It was sending my cortisol levels, babe. My cortisol levels were skyrocketing, and I wasn't producing any, hormones to, like, keep my body safe. And it was eating my hormones alive. And it's a disease called Cushing syndrome. So they went in and they removed my tumor first, and the doctors were worried about doing my hip surgery and then removing my tumor and my hip not to heal. So they removed my tumor first, and then they replaced my hip 2 days later, and I was in the hospital for a total of 24 days.
Wow, dude. So I'm assuming this tumor itself was not cancerous, but it is, in fact, a tumor that's eating your hormones?
Yeah, it's called Cushing syndrome.
And is it a genetic thing, or is it just luck of the draw, as it were?
It was the luck of the draw. It was, so when I was younger, I raced motorcycles, and I always broke a lot of bones. And when we were younger, my dad brought me into Children's Hospital, and they mentioned it when I was younger, but we didn't think anything of it. And then as I got older, I was, pulling muscles, and I was breaking my arms, and all this weird stuff was happening to me. And then I got with my beautiful wife, and she pointed it out. She's like, I think you have this disease called Cushing syndrome. And when I went into the hospital in January, she kept mentioning that to them, and they tested for it, and I actually had it. It was the tumor on my pituitary gland.
Now, does your wife have medical background, or what?
Her sister is a nurse at Providence.
Okay, all right.
Were you bedridden the entire time you were in there?
Yes, it was terrible.
So you couldn't walk around. You're basically just sitting there. I mean,
are you in pain as well, or just immobile?
Your muscles got to be deteriorating.
So I was in severe pain, yes. And when they did my hip and my brain, they put me on a bed, and I was on like an alarm system. I had a bathroom 3 feet from my bed, and they wouldn't even let me get up to go take a number 2.
Because something could break.
Do you have to use the bathroom in a bedpan?
Yep, it was terrible.
I bet it was.
Right, I'm not going to ask you this like joking around. Like when you were a kid, or like when you're like a teenager and you keep breaking stuff for like. Do people just feel like you need to drink more milk? Or, do they think you just...
Or stop racing motorcycles or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody was like, you don't drink enough milk. And it was a joke. And I was like, yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't like milk.
Yes, I'm just thinking, like, I wouldn't know what Cushing syndrome is. I'd be like, up your protein, dude.
I would just think you're like Mr. Glass or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it was. Is I had the most dangerous sport, motocross, and then I was breaking bones all the time. So I didn't put 2 and 2 together that was happening. But then when I got older, I kind of quit. And it was weird because I'd be like at work and I'd pull a muscle or dislocate my shoulder, and it was just weird. And then I got with my wife, and she kept looking this up, kept sending me stuff like through text message. It was like, I think you have this disease.
Were you? Be honest. I know she's somewhere in close proximity to you, but were you getting annoyed? Like, here she goes again with this crap. Why does she keep sending me this?
Yes, I was, but that's just true love. They annoy you, but you gotta love it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, man. I get it.
I gotta ask. 24 days in the hospital. What was the best food they served? Because you're in there for a month.
Oh man, they put me on like a strict diet, and I was eating chicken. We were on like chicken and vegetables, and I think the best thing that happened was when I finally was after my hip surgery. I got to get up one day. And my wife got to take me for a walk, and I went down to the Starbucks, and she got me a pumpkin spice latte.
Jesus. Of course. So can you, now that they've removed this thing, and do you physically feel different?
Oh, man. In the last, so I went back to work. I was out of work for 5 months, and when I went back to work in May, since May, I've lost almost 90 pounds.
Damn,
man.
Your penis looks huge now.
2 inches and hurts at 90 miles an hour.
Yep.
Wow.
Damn.
And what's the name of that condition again?
It's called Cushing syndrome.
Cushing syndrome.
So what do you weigh now?
I'm like 191 right now, and when I went in for surgery, I was 287.
So what does your wife think of the new you?
What do you think, babe?
Love it.
She loves it.
Yeah.
What do they say? For every how many pounds do you gain? Like a half an inch?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
There's some kind of scale to that. I don't know what it is, but it's actually medically proven.
Okay, well, since your wife is there, does his penis look bigger with the weight loss?
Oh, did you hear that, babe?
Yeah, I heard it's an inch every 30 pounds.
She said it's an inch for every 30
She
pounds.
is on it, man. So she just made.
Okay.
She has a brand new husband. He's skinny and has a big penis.
Is it really 3 inches bigger?
Yep.
It is. Okay. See, this is the incentive you need.
Do you hear the joy in her voice?
The hell with health. The hell, if you need motivation to lose weight, there it is. Why don't they put that on the commercial? You know what I'm saying?
Do people that take, what's the one everyone's taking now? Lose weight?
The one, the W?
Yeah, Ozempic. Do you? So one thing I've heard about Ozempic, though, right? People dropping weight, but then there was Ozempic butt, right? Like they also lost it in their ass, so their butt started sagging. My concern would be like getting Ozempic penis. Where like, look, man, it targets everything. So now you just have this
But
saggy.
the penis doesn't get bigger or smaller. You just have left skin. Whereas women's breasts will get bigger and their butts and then smaller with weight gain. So like when he lost 90 pounds, nothing got bigger, so nothing's going to get smaller.
You just have more exposure because it's sticking out.
Correct. So like Ozempic wouldn't affect.
It's always been
Ozempic butt. It's just women that thought they had a big butt because they were bigger.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, like there's women that are smaller and you'll see them in the gym doing squat, like concentrating on building their glutes. And they have butts.
Okay.
It's like how you could spot a BBL.
BBL,
Brazilian butt lift.
All right. What's your what?
Well, just it doesn't. Their legs don't match the butt. You know what I mean? Like they're fit. Like they don't have like
they have sticks.
Right. They
as
have
far as where the cheeks are, not so much the hips. But
you
the
could like
cheeks.
I don't know how. It's kind of like fake boobs. Like for the most part, you could tell a woman that has fake breasts.
Yeah.
Right. It's same thing with those fake butts. Like you can kind of tell. Like it just the frame doesn't fit it right.
Has anyone ever offered to show you their butt lift, right? Because a lot of women, when they get the breast implants, like, hey, you want to see, and there's their boobs, right? And you're like, cool. But I've never had a woman say, hey, man, I got a butt lift, check out my ass.
But have you personally seen a woman who has had a BBL?
Like intimately?
Well, anyway.
No, but you've seen them on the street. I've seen them. Honestly, there was one in front of me the last flight I got on.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it was very hard to concentrate.
Was it good?
Well, yeah.
You're not going to pay for it. Make my ass ugly. It's like, look, if you're going to spend money on an ass, it's going to be a good
But you know,
looking
like
ass.
you're waiting to go through the, everything's on the counter, it's going
Oh,
through.
yeah, whatever
so I was
machine.
just like, you can get in front of me. And I mean, it was fake boobs, that fake butt.
Did you allow her to get in front of you specifically because you wanted to check out her ass?
No, I could see in the corner of my eye, it was a woman. We kind of walked, I said, you can go in front of me. But then I could just feel every eye looking at me. And I'm
like,
just,
sure, Mr. Nice Guy.
I was like, just stare at the ground, stare at the ground. Do
What,
not look at her. I mean, it felt like a test.
Yeah.
And in my defense,
It was.
I couldn't even see her butt. So when she turned around, I was like, oh, that's what I wanted to be like, damn.
Right.
What condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROB.
I wish you had said
I mean that in a complimentary way.
no, please, you first. Damn!
Right. Then she like turned around like 3 times. It was like, oh, thank you. And I was just like, you know me. I'm just staring at my feet like, yep, no problem.
You
Glad
and
to
that
help.
good ass.
Yep.
Hello, Jim. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Anyway, I want to real quick say I've been listening to you guys since it was FM 100.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Crow and Hovanes. Yeah. Anyway, so how you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. Positive Friday. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet. Anyway, yeah, enjoy your show. My experience was, I mean, we all have that friend that rattles on and you let it go in one ear and out the other because there's so much of it.
Sure.
Well, he, a buddy of mine shows up, and keep in mind, I haven't smoked weed since I was in my teens, and I certainly didn't mess around with any edibles. Well, he comes in and I'm sleeping on the couch, and he goes, yeah. He starts rambling on about, yeah, do this. You know, he should know that I don't even smoke anymore. But anyway, I let it go in one ear out the other. But I remember him saying after the fact that. Yeah, these brownies, you know, there was a little, they were cut, they were squared, and then there was a cross in them, so you could, he said, don't, eat a quarter one's just perfect, but don't eat no more than a half of one. Well, he takes off, and I go back to sleep, and I wake up a couple hours later, and I see him sitting on the table, and I grab a glass of milk, and I ate all 6 of them.
Oh, my God.
And you had no idea?
Oh my gosh, is right.
How long did it take for you to realize, uh-oh?
Well, it was weird because I ate them, man. I was like, man, those things were good. And I got up to go take a piss, and I'm standing on the toilet, and I'm going, man, I feel stoned. By the time I got back into the living room, it was horrible. And just when you thought you couldn't get any higher, you could. Yeah.
So how long did this last?
Oh, I'd say probably, put it this way, I couldn't go to work the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Man, look, I take edibles every once in a while. But for whatever reason, when you get stoned, you immediately start getting high. And you know what you're doing. And
Sure.
you get into it.
Sure.
I cannot, for some reason, until that thing kicks in, I forgot that I have eaten it. I don't know why that is. I'm like,
because it takes so long to hit. I think you think about
that's
it
right.
for like 2 minutes, but
But
you
I
don't
consciously
get high.
ate it to get high, and then when it hits me, I forgot that I did it.
Yeah, because it takes so long to get there.
Maybe
Like for
that's
2 minutes, you're kind of waiting for it, but it doesn't happen. So you start just doing other things, right? So I
Yeah.
mean, I've done it to myself before. Like I'm watching TV, and suddenly this show seems very, very funny to me, and I'm like, that is correct. About 30 minutes ago, I popped a couple of gummies, but completely forgot.
What condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
Some people think you should time it out and like take them, then start making dinner and get ready to get into that show you're going to watch. Some people do that.
That's actually not a bad plan.
Yeah.
Hello, Tara. Welcome to the men's room.
Guten Tag.
Hola.
Well, this is the first time I've ever called in, but I've been listening to your show for a long time.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Oh, nice. Nice to hear from a lurker.
Ironically enough, this show really speaks to me today because I just informed my mother that I am having difficulties with seizures brought on by a concussion.
When did you have the concussion?
It was 10 years ago. I was helping a friend get his truck out of the ditch, and a rock kicked up from the tire, hit me in the back of the head, and the rest is history.
And now, but you didn't have anything for 10 years until recently.
Well, no. I went out drinking for my birthday a couple of weeks after, and that's how I learned that I had the concussion.
How did you learn you had a concussion while out drinking?
Went out with my boyfriend, had a couple of drinks, and don't remember the rest of it after that. I woke up in the hospital, and it was a really awkward train ride back to JBLM from Bellevue, and I didn't even have pants. I was just wearing a hospital gown.
Damn.
You rode the train like that?
I rode the train like that, and you know what? My boyfriend's still my boyfriend, and we're getting married this May.
Well, good. You got a good guy. But I'm still.
Where was he? Why were you on the train? And which, by the way, just side note, that's a guaranteed way to never have someone sit next to you. But where was he? Why were you on the train alone?
I don't really know. He picked me up from the hospital, and that was it. He already had all of our stuff loaded up, and took a cab over to the train and rode on home.
And now you're having, what, more frequent seizures, or you're just having seizures at all now? In other words, had you had them before?
Seizures.
Okay.
No, I had never had seizures before. They started back in March, and I thought it was a fluke thing because I had the headache and the flu at the same time, and it was just a bad combination. But back in August, I had my second one, and, it definitely affected everything.
Have you gone to the hospital for this?
I'm still waiting to hear back. I go through the VA, so that takes time.
Okay. You don't swim, do you?
Swim?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, that's one thing I know. If you have seizures, that you got to be very, very careful about.
I was going to say, do you still drink alcohol?
I do not drink anymore.
All right, yeah. I had a cousin. They didn't
smoke weed.
Yeah, no. I don't know about that. I just know my one cousin, he didn't know he had something and basically found out that if he has like more than 3 or 4 drinks, like he will have a seizure.
Really?
Yeah, so he basically just stopped drinking. Every once in a while, he'll be like, I'll have a beer.
But he's rolling the dice. I mean, to some degree.
To some degree, yeah. But I guess it happened a couple times in college, and he just kind of wrote it off as I got too drunk, I passed out, or blacked out. And then, I guess one morning he was driving to work, and they thought he fell asleep, and then they realized he had a seizure because he had been out the night before. So, like, because even the doctors, it took them a while to be like, oh, the alcohol was almost triggering it.
But it's a specific condition?
I guess. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I just know, like, I should say this. I've seen him drink 2 beers at a wedding.
And that was it?
And that was it. And that's,
man.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
What condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
farther south for sure. You can swim year round.
I'll say Florida.
Florida. It is, in fact, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The Swimming Hall of Fame.
Michigan has a really good swimming program, so I thought maybe Michigan.
That makes sense. All right, David. To make beer, what is barley made into? To make beer, what is barley made into?
To mash?
Malt.
Malt. Delicious malt.
You did a great job today.
To make Whoppers and beer.
Yes. Barley is converted into. All right, your question. What is the name of Mel Gibson's character in the movie Braveheart?
William Wallace.
Okay.
His friends called him Billy Wallace, but whatever. You can be fancy like that if you want. Who do you think the first Billy was? All right, because talk about William Wallace. That is his name. You read about, William Penn, all these historical figures. It was William. There was like Billy the Kid, but he kind of had a different vibe, right? But I'm trying to who's the first historical figure whose name was William, but went by Billy? Is it Billy the Kid? It's not Billy Wallace.
I don't know because I feel like there
It's
was
not Billy
Bills.
McKinley. You had Bill, but Billy, right? Did you have Wild Bill? I'm just thinking there's not a lot of historical Billies.
I think Billie Jean King, probably.
Billie Jean King, yeah. In fact, Bill Clinton threw people off because they're like, "Wait, your name is William Clinton." He's like, "But I go by Bill." And apparently, Jimmy Carter. I want to say Jimmy Carter was the first president we had that went by a nickname.
So Jimmy's not his name?
It's James, but he went by Jimmy. But you got to remember, at the time, this was scandalous. Like, hey man, you're the president. You have to go by whatever your full name is. And he's like, but I go by Jimmy.
Yeah, there's no Jameses in Georgia.
Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Oh, yeah. Matthew, sober or not sober?
Not so sober.
Would you say not sober?
Not so sober, yeah.
Okay. All right, Matthew. Men's room poll. Free for life. You taking the frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup?
No, I'm going to turkey and stuffing TV dinners.
TV dinners. All right.
Cranberry cobbler.
Well, happy Thanksgiving in advance.
From ZZ Top.
All right, here is your question. Just give it some thought. It sounds complicated, but it's not. But what is Tchaikovsky's ballet, Le Loc des Cygnus, commonly called? Le Loc des Cygnus.
Black Swan.
Swan Lake.
Ballet, I know.
You're right there,
Swan
dude.
Lake.
It was Swan Lake. You're right there, yeah. All right.
I know two ballets.
Yes, Black Swan and Swan Lake.
And the Nutcracker.
All right. All right, in the Steve Miller Band song, The Joker, what name do people sometimes call him?
Midnight Toker.
No, they call him Maurice.
Maurice.
Oh, Maurice.
He's bragging that he's the Midnight Toker, but some people call him Maurice, which is weird.
Well, and
For a
space,
white guy.
is he a space cowboy?
But he
He's the
says he's
gangster
the
of love.
space cowboy.
Yeah.
He is the gangster of love. But he is professing this, but he points out, but some people call me Maurice. I'm the space cowboy. Maurice, shut the hell up, boy. Tell him your real name.
It does sound a little blacker than white.
Yes.
Maurice, yeah.
Space cowboy?
Maurice Miller. Come on.
Gangster of love?
Song. He has Space Cowboy songs to his own as well.
Yes.
Steve Miller, Space Cowboy.
Yeah. Here's a song called Space Cowboy.
Oh, does he actually have a song called Space Cowboy? Did that come out first?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I think so.
It would make sense.
Not sure.
All right, your question. What color does the bride commonly wear in China? And it makes complete sense.
Red.
You got it. Nice job.
Cool.
Big W is the game, 206-803-ROCK.
I think we should go back to the old rules.
What do you mean?
Your second wedding, you're not wearing white.
Not wear yeah, look, the point of wearing white, there's all that Christian stuff that goes along with it. It was your purity, the fact that you're a virgin. Of all the weddings I've been to, I'm pretty sure not a single one of those brides that was up on that stage was a virgin.
Hey, do whatever you want in life. I don't
It's like-
care.
it should be
If
like-
a porn star gets married, she's still wearing white. Get real.
No. Get real. What are you doing? Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, Petrola.
Hola.
John, sober or not sober?
Sober. Have to work.
That's all right, John. So do we. Men's room poll, free for life. You're taking frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup?
Is the TV dinner still first?
It can be.
Sure.
Then yes, that.
All right. All right, here is your question. Pound cake got its name from the pound of what 3 ingredients?
Flour, sugar. Oh God, cake.
And cake.
Flour, sugar, butter?
Flour, sugar, butter.
Real pound cake's unreal. Remember Robin used to make it once in a while.
Oh, yeah. I like yours. And cake.
Pound cake.
What's the secret ingredient of your cake? Cake.
Delicious.
That's what you need to start telling people. Dude, what's the secret of your sausage dip? The sausage and dip. All right. Your question.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
I can't believe it. Cetology, Cetology. Cetology is the study of what marine animals?
Whales.
Boom. Whoops.
Got it. Wow. Nice
Technically,
job.
whales, dolphins, and porpoises.
Okay.
Or porpoise.
Big Dummy is a game 206-803 Rock.
Dummy!
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Adam, sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
All right, Adam, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, you're going to get one free for life. Are you taking frozen burritos, hamburger helper, TV dinners, or canned soup?
Oh, canned soup for sure.
Canned soup, no questions
All right,
asked.
easy.
All right, what kind of soup are you getting, man?
Oh, like Campbell's Chunky, all that kind of stuff.
All right.
Yeah. What's your favorite? What's your go-to?
It's either going to be the beef barley with the sirloin or the chicken and dumpling.
Ooh, chicken and dumpling.
Okay.
All right. Even Ted looks impressed with that one.
Yeah.
All right. All right, your question. In what month, and Ted absolutely demanded that I ask this question because he's a nerd. In what month were all 6 of the first Star Wars movies released?
Let's go with May.
Boom.
Oh.
Is that just coincidental?
Well, they did it.
Some are blockbusters.
Well, I know, but may the 4th be with you.
It just worked out that way.
Right, so
I
it's
don't
just
think that
coincidental.
Lucas was thinking that at the time, but, leave it to the nerds to go, hey.
Seemed to work out.
Make it a thing. All right, before we let you go, we have a one-and-done question for you. Let's see. True or false? Sorry, not true or false. Alley-oop. The term alley-oop was originally a term used in football or boxing.
Oh, boxing.
Football.
Is that a Hail Mary?
Not necessarily a Hail Mary, but definitely kind of a rainbow pass. What is it? A Hail Mary if you're
Live on the free
covering
Odyssey app.
something like that.
From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Here we go again. The stories keep on coming. Police said nearly a dozen students were taken to the hospital after eating cookies
Uh-oh.
with marijuana in them at a Chicago elementary school.
Oh, come on.
According to WLS Radio, a total of 22 students at Fort Dearborn Elementary School ate the cookies that contained the THC on Tuesday. 11 of them, 11 were taken to the hospital. It said 22 students took them. Half.
But it was the same thing in Florida. 8 kids had the gummies.
Yeah.
4 went to the hospital.
Out of the half that did not go to the hospital, how many of those kids do you think enjoyed the experience? Just like anything else, if you go to the dentist, you're going to gash you, or they might put you on. You've seen people wake up from dental surgeries and are
I have no
loopy.
idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. But I get the feeling the 11 that did not go
Did not have a good time.
Well, I suspect the parents are like, I think our kid ate an edible.
Even for like us that like weed, I think it would be very odd to be stoned and not realize that you are. Or what's going on.
And that's the difference. If you don't know that you had an edible and then you find out kind of after the fact, it's not fun.
I wonder if like one of the kids grabbed it and just ride it out, man. I see my parents do this. Just ride it out.
Chill out, man.
But I mean, I've told you, I've seen people at a festival eat a lot of drugs over 3 days. And on the 4th day, take an edible and absolutely lose their ass.
Yeah.
One guy was like, I think I'm dying. I was like, I've seen you just eat acid like it's nothing. Like
Right.
that edible? And he's like, I don't know what's in him. It's like, it's weed. Chill out.
Right. The kid comes back to school in a Pink Floyd t-shirt. Parents and the students brought the cookies to school, but further details are not known about how the student got a hold of them. In a letter,
probably from his parents,
the school's principal confirmed the students had ingested the substance, noting that support was immediately provided to the impacted community members, the kids. Several police officers firefighters, and EMTs responded to the school. Officials said all the students are expected to be okay. That is a bummer for the parent that made that plate of cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did not think you were going to take those to school and share.
Because they're not really going to come out and admit that it was them, but they're like, man, they took all of our cookies. I got to imagine if 22 kids had cookies, right? Because kids don't share cookies, not with 21 of their closest friends. I'm guessing it was like a kid's birthday or something like that, right? Where you take something into class and give each kid. Otherwise, I can't imagine any child I've ever known saying, I have 22 cookies and I'm only going to eat one and give the rest out.
The weed in Illinois, by the way, just average.
I believe that.
Also, when you're doing stuff like that at home, like I don't care where you're going, you got to label it or make sure it's somewhere that nobody's going to get it.
Yes.
Like when my mom comes to visit, I'm like, do not eat frozen brownies, right? And she's like, okay. But like, I've heard horror stories of people leaving and they're like, my one buddy goes, well, who would just eat just a frozen chocolate bar in a freezer? I go, a lot of people.
A lot of people.
You're underestimating nighttime snacking.
Yeah.
That guy went on a trip of a lifetime.
What condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
So 16 years old, I was a high schooler, and I ended up getting shingles.
At 16? Damn.
At 16. So my dad's never had chicken pox before, and he ended up being quarantined. I ended up being quarantined, but they had me on sleeping pills that had the side effect of after a certain amount of milligrams of any medication, I will go to sleep. And it's not fun either because morphine's supposed to relax you, and I ended up falling asleep. So that was a fun one to try.
So how did you know, what is the indication that you have shingles?
So if you've ever had chickenpox, you'll have shingles eventually, but your system, your immune system will go so low that you'll start developing a rash, which is the first indication. It looked like somebody had stabbed me underneath my chest.
Damn.
And my mom was like, I'm not sure if you're having hives again or not, but we need to check you out. And it's the first indication of adult chickenpox. I was a high schooler. I was staying up late studying, being on my computer, whatever nerdy thing high school girls do. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If you have shingles, can you get a shingle shot or the 2 shots, or since you have it, it doesn't matter?
Yeah, can you get it again?
You can get it again.
Oh, cool.
They give you the shingle shot. I had to have the shingle shot for 2 years after. After the second year, there's if you're not showing any signs, you're fine. So that was a lot of fun. I was sleeping on the couch for a whole week.
Well, I'll tell you what, that shingle, I took a lot of shots before I went to Africa, man. A lot of different stuff.
What are all the things you had to get again?
Oh,
there
my
was
God, I can't.
Malaria, yellow fever, dengue fever.
You name it. I could look up the list right now. It was insane.
Because I remember you were preparing for it, and I'm like, my God,
well,
man.
the thing is that all of those, to some degree, have side effects.
Yeah.
Even when I went and got my flu shot and COVID shot, got it the same day.
Yeah.
I was walking down the set. Why was I walking down? Oh, we were doing a candy thing.
That's right. Yeah.
And I started walking down the hill, and I stopped at the corner, and I'm just dizzy, and I'm sweating, and I'm like, same day. And I'm like, oh, man, this sucks. So I turned around and walked back up the road. I just need to get back and sit down in the chair in the office. But that was a weird side effect. But, man, that shingle shot, there's 2 of them. So the first one, it must be just a smaller dose to get your body used to it.
All right.
But that second shingle shot, man, because I think even they said, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? I'm like, well, I'm going back to work. And they're like, you didn't read the pre-shot thing we sent you. And I'm like,
of course not.
Pre-shot what? I've already had one of these things. Well, the second shot's a doozy. And I'm like, a doozy, what does that mean? And I got to work, I was like, I feel awful.
Right.
And of all the shots that I had, that was probably the worst as far as how I felt.
Including all the ones for Africa.
Yeah. And you got to remember, they're giving you these diseases.
The malaria one I've heard is brutal.
Was that the pill?
It was bad. Well, I had to take malaria pills when I was there.
Right.
So that was more for
But do they give
water.
you...
I had to take them 2 days, I think, before I left, and then
But did
10
they
days
give you
after.
a malaria shot as well? Or the malaria
I think
just the
the
pills?
malaria was just the pills.
All right.
All right, there's something, because I know Cobb travels a lot and goes to a lot of weird countries. And he got a couple. He was like, oh, it was awful.
Yeah, depending on where you go and what region you're going to.
Yeah.
You just get the shots in accordance to where that is. So wherever he goes is going to be different than where I went. So some of them might be similar. But, man, and you got to wait in between them because it does mess you up.
The pills as well.
Your body is fighting this stuff off.
Right.
So that's the whole idea, to get your body
Prepared
to know what it's fighting and if it has to go to battle. So, but to have it, you realize like this would suck.
Oh God,
like
yeah.
It was full blown. This would be the worst.
Yeah, my father got shingles. I was a kid at the time. I did not understand what they were, whatever. But I never saw him like get sick or anything like that. And he's just bedridden. He's in pain. I'm asking my mom, but when you look at him, there's no visual evidence that anything's wrong. And I'm like, what the hell?
Well, Ben got him a couple times.
Then she was like, he has shingles. And to me, shingles is something you put on a roof. And I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, so he went to Home Depot, he bought shingles, and what? And she's like, it's a disease. Like, what? So she kind of explained it to me, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like it sucks. He said it hurt to have a sheet on his body.
So, right, so if I had the chicken pox, does that mean I'm going to get shingles?
I mean, that's what she just said, but
you
you can.
You can.
I would highly advise getting those shots if you have not gotten them, just because of what Steve said as far as the pain, if you do get them. So, and that's what my doctor told me. He's like, it's better to get this than to get shingles, because anybody who gets shingles will tell you it is absolutely,
You should have gotten the shot.
One of the most awful things. What condition do you or did you have, and what were the side effects? 206-803-ROCK.
I want to schedule that now.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's worth doing, man.
Let's pop in for a shingle shot.
Hello, Anthony. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey.
Hola.
Hey, so I was in the Army, and they basically had told me I got to remove my wisdom teeth.
Okay.
So I had like all 4 wisdom teeth removed on the agreement that they were going to put me under. So I went ahead and got put under. I got finished with that. I don't even remember it, honestly. They said to count backwards from 100. I think I got to 97.
Yep.
When I woke up, my friend took me back to the barracks. They gave me these pills. They said, "Here, take these if you start feeling any pain." It was Tylox, like Tylenol 3 with oxycodone.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here in the barracks by myself because no one else was around at the time. I'm watching TV. Back when they had the revolving, rolling TV guide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it said what the time was at the top. And I'm sitting here looking at there's nothing on TV, and I'm like, well, to heck with it, it's legal right now, right? So I popped 2 of them, and I sat there, I believe, for about 2 hours before I realized what was happening with my arm just hanging out there like I was going to change the channel. Just there.
Just in that position.
Yeah, in that position. I'm lying down, my arm is out here just like I'm about to change the channel for 2 straight hours.
You didn't move your arm?
No, I don't think so.
Now, when you kind of came back to reality, was your arm sore as a result of you holding it there?
Yeah, a little, but it was weird.
That was a little strange, man.
Well, the thing is, man, I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. They did not put me under.
No.
It sucked.
So they numb you up, right?
But you know what it is, man? Like when you're looking, it's one thing to go to the dentist and see all their weird tools. You know, like zzz and all that stuff in the water pick and all that crap. And you kind of look at that and go, all right, well, that's what you need. You know? When you get your wisdom teeth pulled, I had an Army dentist do it. And it's pliers, dude.
Yeah, it's pliers, a chisel, and a hammer.
And there's a hammer, and there's like a flathead screwdriver kind of thing.
That's the chisel.
And if they can't pull that thing out all the way, they crack it, pop it, and take it out into sections. So I think 2 of my teeth came out just by pulling on them.
Yeah.
The other 2 had to be chipped out and cracked, and you can hear all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can hear what they're doing in your mouth. They did localize me, so like it wasn't too much pain, but they're still pulling out the roots.
Mm-hmm.
They're pulling out all that crap. Turns out I had a 5th wisdom tooth that's still stuck up in my jaw.
Is it going to drop? Or are they
if
just
it
like
does
leaving
drop, then I'm going to have to get another one pulled. So I've got 5 wisdom teeth.
Lucky you.
I've had 4 removed. I got 1 floating in my jaw.
I never noticed
cheekboning.
the tools that is used, but I had a tooth removed, an emergency extraction of a tooth. And just like you said, she walks into the room and she's like, look, this won't take long. You know, they numb me up, and she unwraps her little medical kit, and it's just those three things. And I'm looking like, there's the hammer, there's the chisel, and there's a pair of pliers. But when you ask a dentist, they give them different names.
Oh, 100%.
Because I'm like, is that just like a hammer plier? She's like, well, this is the blah, 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 this is the blah, 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 this is the blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, the thing that looks like a hammer, are you going to swing that into something else? She's like, well, yeah, of course. I go, okay, that's a hammer. The thing that you refuse to call pliers, are you going to grip my tooth and twist it? She's like, well, yeah. I'm like, those are pliers. The chisel is the one I was not looking forward to, and she had to use it because, like you said, part of my tooth broke. And then they take this chisel. I mean, she's hitting it with a hammer, man. And like you said, you just hear it so loud in your head and hear the individual breakage of everything.
You ever had them filed?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
What do you mean? Were they too big?
No. So I remember one of the times that I got a filling. It was between.
Did you have fangs?
Did you have buck teeth?
I had fangs. No, when I got a filling, it was towards the back, and so those teeth are really, really close together. And so when they drilled and they filled it, they then had to file it down
to make space between the teeth.
Yeah, to fit again. Yeah, that was fun.
Dude, when I got my wisdom,
you're awake.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I got my wisdom teeth out, it was so long ago. They gave me an injection. It was awesome.
What do you mean? You're just floating? You're awake. You're just buzzed.
No. They shot me up with like a needle in my arm.
All right.
And the guy was like, how do you feel? And I was like, awesome. And then I passed out, and then I woke up, and he was like in there, and I grabbed his wrist. I was like, I'm awake. And the nurse just ran over, hit me with another injection.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you get this done? Like behind a 7-Eleven, man? That just sounds... Wheaton, Maryland.
Wheaton.
Yeah, I've always had them. They stuck the needle into my gum to numb it. I've never had an injection in my arm to knock me out for something dental.
Yeah, they just gave me it was like they were shooting me up with. Well, they were shooting me up with
drugs. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, when I had my hemorrhoidectomy, which was, it was what it was. I can't remember how long I was supposed to not drink fluids.
Was it like 24 hours?
I
or
could drink
something?
water. I don't remember what the deal was exactly, but you're supposed to just slowly come out of recovery.
Yeah.
I had to pee so bad it woke me up. I mean, I sat straight up you're not supposed to sit up. I sat straight up because that's where the surgery happened.
Yeah.
Not a good idea. I'm just like, and I stand up and the nurse comes running in and she's like, Mr. Montgomery, where are you going? I'm like, and I got to drip in and I'm going to the bathroom. She's like, you are not going to the bathroom. You can't walk. And I was like, I got to pee. And so I pulled my pants down. I was like, give me something to pee in. I remember this. She had one of those kind of Tupperware containers.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And she grabbed a junk and she shoved it down in the hole, and I filled up one, and I'm like, I gotta keep going. She's like, so she screams in another ear, bring in another blah blah blah, whatever the hell they're called. And so this other nurse brings it in, and then they did a quick switch over.
They're real quick, yeah.
Yeah, like a little bit got on the floor, but not too much. I mean, but they actually took.
How much did you drink before the surgery?
I don't remember. It was just like when you wake up and you really have to pee.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you're asleep for 8 hours or however long it is, it was just that feeling of just, oh, God. So, but after that, the side effects from that surgery are awful because you still need to eat. You still need to do all these things. The problem is that all that stuff needs to pass through the point of surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you're stitched up on the insides. So and not only that, but the medication they give you is counterproductive to you going to the bathroom.
So you get constipated on the medication.
So the pain medication
Jesus.
is going to, like a Percocet or whatever, it's going to back you up, or whatever oxys they gave me or whatever it was. I got off those fast because I couldn't use the bathroom. And it was more important for me to try to use the bathroom than not. Now, you can't just go to the bathroom and wipe that area. You can't use any paper products or anything like that. You should not. Because, again, it is a wound.
Yeah.
That's there. So anytime you think you need to go to the bathroom, you need to draw a bath and you need to put Epsom salt in the bathtub. Now, like anything else.
Is this for before or after?
This would be after. This is how you kind of clean yourself up and hopefully shrink up that area a little bit. But if you know anything about salt water, if you have a cut, if you have anything like that,
it stings.
It burns like hell. And I would gently just ease myself. And I mean, I screamed. My wife came in at one point in time. It was in the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock in the morning. It just hit me. I'm in there drawing a bath at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You can't just go to the bathroom. And when she came in, I think I had my legs all tensed up, like straightened out, as tight as I could have them. And I don't remember this, but she said there were tears running down your face.
Yeah.
Like you were absolutely physically crying in pain. And I was like, I know, man, I do cry every time I do it. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Like very rarely. I mean, if somebody I know passes away, there are times when I cry.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong.
Crying from pain.
I'm a crier.
Crying from pain is different.
It's
it
different
is.
because
It's much rarer.
because you're not sad. Your body just can't
Right. You can't
control
deal with it.
the fact that there's so much pain in your body that you just start crying. It's crazy. But this recovery took 3.5 to 4 months.
Oh.
It was
Did
absolutely.
you have the Epsom salt for 3.5 to 4 months?
Yeah.
Did you think about all the peanuts you ate when you weren't supposed to eat nuts?
I did. Well, I didn't after that. I mean,
All the
anything-
guilt.
I mean, I really was. I was trying to eat kale. I was trying to eat anything.
No. But I know for years you were like, I'm not supposed to eat nuts, but I love nuts.
Yeah.
I just know if I was there in that much pain, I'd be like, why did I eat all those nuts?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I knew better.
Whatever caused it was just awful. And the thing is that I might have to go back and get another one.
Really?
Another one of those surgeries.
Did it
because,
take?
Well, they got out the ones that were there. But hemorrhoids are things that can come back, like anything else.
Okay.
So there's a good chance they're going to have to go in there and do it again.
Do you have any warning signs that you might have to go back? Or is it just a possibility?
Typically,
that
it's
you
like
have to go back?
blood
Yeah.
or one of those things. Or you just, know. Trust me. You know when you have a hemorrhoid. And I mean, the weird...
I don't even have them, and I'm clenching.
I've been doing the same.
It's got to be so. Everybody I've known that's ever had one is like, it's kind of like me with the gout. They're just like, it is so painful.
And by the way, you made it sound like a slogan. Like I picture I'm watching a TV commercial. You'll know when you have a hemorrhoid.
Right. And, okay, so at one point in time, before I get the surgery...
Do you think you have hemorrhoids? If you think so, you do.
Nah, I got to have right.
Yeah. Before I went to the surgery, I had box seats at the Mariners. All right.
Ironic.
They're good. I mean, these are good seats, man. So I sit down. As soon as I sit down, one popped.
Oh!
And I mean, you don't realize how much blood is in one of those things. This is the first inning. I don't know if it was the fact that I had to walk like a mile to get to the stadium, whatever I was doing. And by the time I sat in my seat, I was like, oh, S. And I jumped up, man. And I mean, I went into the bathroom, and there's blood running down the back of my legs.
Oh.
I'm in a box.
Right.
I'm not in just like, if I was in the outfield, F it. You know what I mean? Like, who's going to see me out here? It's empty.
Like a suite.
Yeah, I'm in a freaking suite. Boom. Just pops.
At least you had a bathroom.
That is a good call, except for the fact that I got blood all over the bathroom. You know, it's very hard to clean up blood with like wet paper. And you're going to throw them in the trash can, so you can obviously see something terrible has happened in this bathroom.
I mean, knock on wood, but I have not bled a bunch in the bathroom.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, what I'm saying is that can is used by everybody. If you look in there, it's just paper towels
full of blood,
full and covered in blood. I mean, what would you think? Like who is it in here?
I would not think a popped hemorrhoid.
Right. I mean, like who's bleeding to death?
Did anybody yell like, whose blood is this?
I took more paper towers and covered up those paper towels. I balled them up individually and just tried to cover as many. But there was still blood on the inside of the bag of the can. You know, there was blood all over the floor. It was just like, Jesus Christ. Ted versus the FCC coming up, and we get your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, bog sausage. Would you eat it? But first, earlier today, the mayor announced his new anti-littering initiative. It involves increased fines and possible jail time for repeat offenders.
It's crazy how many people almost don't litter, man.
What do you mean almost don't litter?
Like, most of the cigarette butts I see next to the ashtray. But not in the ashtray, all the trash next to the trash can. Not in the trash can.
Well, those people will feel it in their wallet if they're caught. And the mayor plans on introducing a team of so-called downtown ambassadors to keep an eye on that sort of thing.
Good. I'm tired of seeing chicken bones and dirty diapers everywhere, man.
This morning I saw a man drop a bottle of soda and defecate in the middle of the street.
Now, why would he do that?
Because he was hit by a bus.
He was hit by a bus?
Yeah, that's why he dropped his soda and pooped at the same time. It sounded like someone hit a watermelon with a golf club, if watermelons could scream.
Yeah, I don't think that's littering, Bonnie.
I didn't think so either, but the mayor's anti-littering task force gave him a ticket anyway.
He still got a ticket for littering? After being hit by a bus?
Oh, yes. He also got a ticket for vandalizing city property.
How did he vandalize city property?
Because some of his fecal matter ended up on the bus.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but the anti-littering task force said that rules are rules.
Yeah, that's what my uncle used to tell me, man. Rules are rules.
Felix, I can't believe this. You agree with finding the man who was hit by a bus?
Nope, but I know how people are with rules, man. I was in Alabama a few years ago, and I wore a fake mustache to a church.
Why exactly were you wearing a fake mustache in an Alabama church?
That part's not important, Stone. What I learned that day is that it is illegal to wear a fake mustache in an Alabama church.
Same thing almost happened to my Aunt Dottie.
She wore a fake mustache to a church in Alabama.
No, her mustache was real. Then there were a lot of apologies after that.
Yeah, I bet there was, girl.
It's illegal to wear a fake mustache in a church?
In Alabama, it is. Look it up, Playboy, and they mean it. Now I can't return to Alabama.
Because you wore a fake mustache?
At a church, yeah, man. Me and my uncle, we were kicked out of the state. Then a few years later, my uncle was selling pickles door to door.
Your uncle was a door-to-door pickle salesman?
Until he took his business to Connecticut, man.
And what happened in Connecticut?
In Connecticut, a pickle has to be able to bounce to be considered safe for consumption.
What? That is a law?
It is in Connecticut.
And let me guess, his pickles didn't bounce?
Nope. Got in legal trouble, man.
You also can't tap dance naked in Connecticut.
I don't think you can legally tap dance naked anywhere, Bonnie.
That's what I'm starting to think, too. Everywhere I've done it, I've gotten into trouble.
And how many places have you tap danced naked?
Well, I got in trouble once for doing it at SeaWorld. Then I got in trouble again at the National Zoo. But I'm not sure if it's because it's illegal to do it at a zoo, or if it's because I tap dance naked in front of the pandas.
Yeah, Bonnie, I think maybe you just shouldn't tap dance naked outside of your own home, girl.
A lot of people have told me the same thing. Mostly the police and my lawyers. And pretty much everybody I talk to.
That's probably good advice, Bonnie. Don't tap dance naked. And don't litter.
Even if you've been hit by a bus.
Yes, even if you've been hit by a bus. Once again, the mayor has launched the anti-littering initiative, We'll be right back with Celebrity Birthdays.
Now, you can watch The Men's Room live on YouTube. Subscribe at KISW Rock. The Men's Room titillates your ears when you listen on the radio or Odyssey app. Teases your taste buds when enjoying Men's Room IPA. And now, you can watch The Men's Room live on YouTube. It's as close to actually being in the studio as you can get. Thanks to The Incident. Touch and smell unavailable. Find us on YouTube and subscribe at KISW Rock from Seattle's Sensory Annihilation Station. .9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up here, we'll drink and toast in the weekend with the shot of the day. Then it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Shame on.
And we celebrate National Saxophone Day on a Bad Choice Friday with Wham!
I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty.
Careless Whisper taking on the one and only Jerry Rafferty.
I didn't know how much I love Jerry Rafferty till today.
Have you ever heard Right Down the Line, Ted?
I bet I have. I
You
just
have.
don't know it's Jerry Rafferty. But I mean, this saxophone is just like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I know he's Scottish, but
Scottish.
Feel a little soulful.
I guess there's Scottish saxophone players.
Oh, tons of them, man.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's not just the bagpipes.
What, the voting is crazily close at
It
this
is.
point.
So look, full disclosure, Rafferty came out and just put the whooping stick on old George there, but now it's very close.
Man, George, he's the type of guy that'll just come from behind and take that lead.
I'd rather hear Baker Street, to be honest with you.
Oh, me too. Come on.
Without question. But I can't vote because I work here.
You know what? I'm going to run back to I'm going to hop on my phone and vote for Jerry because I want him to win.
Okay, well, if I had X, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Will it be Jerry Rafferty and Baker Street or Wham and Careless Whisper? Vote now if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live. One of those two tunes coming up right after the shot of the day.
Of all people, Mike.
Okay, do we have time for a few emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com?
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Did you vote already?
Of course not, because my Twitter doesn't want to bring up the account. There it is. I'm going to put this on the jukebox tonight at the local.
And everyone will be happy.
Over and over.
Do you have the app for that?
It's beyond frustrating. I swear to God, if I try to tag somebody on my Twitter, on my phone, it never lets me. Or my X.
So you can't even vote.
That's all you'd think it would know.
I was in a bar a couple of nights ago, and they had one of those jukeboxes where you play with the app on your phone.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take that person's phone and throw it out
just throw it somewhere.
throw it in the street. All right, a question on condition you have and what are the side effects. Couple comments here. Guys, I've got restless leg syndrome. It can be painful and cause me to lose hours of sleep. They think it's genetic. Thanks, Mom. Another one, guys. My condition, I had a gallbladder attack. Had to have it removed. 10 pounds of stones.
God.
Were in there. I had a reaction to the saline solution because they were pumping so much of it into my testicles.
Oh.
Wow. What does all that have to do with each other?
I have no idea, but I don't like it.
That's a lot of stuff. Okay, time for a few birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, and Miles from sunny San Diego, California.
Oh.
Today marks my daughter Fiona Grace's 5th trip around the sun. We are incredibly proud that she can already read chapter books, count past 100, and is incredibly kind to everyone she meets. In honor of her big day, we went to Disneyland to have her experience the Bippity Boppity Boutique Princess Makeover.
Of course.
Annual pass holders. A big flex there, Ted.
Oh, nice. I respect that.
So from her mom, Christina, brother Leland, Graham, and me, and the Navy deep sea diver, Kyle. Can we have Miles tell some dad jokes? And Mickey Mouse and Goofy, please, with wishing Fiona a very happy 5th birthday. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. LARP on, All the Land, Sherman's Deli, and Smith Family Popcorn. I'm going to let you guys hit the Disney first flight. See if I can find some appropriate jokes for a 5-year-old.
Well, gosh, Fiona, happy birthday. It was great seeing you at Disneyland. I don't know if you saw me, but I certainly saw you when you walked out of the Bippity Boppity Boutique for your princess makeover. I thought you were one of the Disney characters. Next time, make sure you visit old Goofy's Flippity Flop Boutique.
Fiona, don't go there. It's a bad place. I'm thinking about shutting it down. Now I can see here your dad's a smart man, listens to the podcast. So this weekend, you tell him you want dessert from Sherman's Deli, all the way up in Palm Springs, and get any piece of cake you want.
I think I found a couple.
All right.
By the way, if you're ever in Palm Springs or Palm Desert, go to Sherman's.
I've never been there. I'm going to go next time.
It is phenomenal.
Ted, why did Mickey Mouse become an astronaut?
Why?
So he could visit Pluto.
Oh, nice. That's a star.
What does Daisy Duck say when she buys lipstick? What does Daisy Duck say when she buys lipstick?
I wish I had lips.
On the bill?
Put it on my bill.
She's a duck, Mike.
Where does Captain Hook go to get his hook replaced?
Probably a local hooker.
The second-hand store.
5.
Why did Goofy wear 2 pairs of pants when he played golf?
She's 5, so I don't know.
Maybe because he might get a hole-in-one. I got more.
It's hard. We got to think like a child.
Why is Quasimodo great at solving crimes?
He always has a hunch.
He always has a hunch. Ted, why is Cinderella so bad at soccer?
Because she doesn't know how to get to the ball?
She's always running away from the ball. A couple more for you. Which Disney princess would make the best judge?
I don't know.
Snow White, because she's the fairest of them all.
Okay.
All right. Mike, were you on that one? You're the princess.
And finally, why shouldn't you give Elsa a balloon?
Because freeze it? Oh, she'll let it go.
She'll let it go.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Those are appropriate for a 5-year-old.
That's actually shockingly appropriate.
Thank God.
Actually, she's disappointed. She's like, I wanted the dirty jokes, Dad.
Thank God for Google. Ola Macholos, can I please get a birthday shout out to my son Riley, who turns the big 18 today.
Nice.
He's an amazing young man who has a bright future ahead of him. So can we get the Dirty Germans giving their best life advice to a new adult starting out in the world, and some dad jokes for Miles. Thanks, guys. Lots of love. That from Mom, Dad, and Sister Zoe.
Yeah, this one is simple. First of all, do not get arrested for committing a crime because you're an adult. Also, maybe you can finally put that condom in your wallet to good use.
Yeah, he is right. So you go to Big Boy Jail now. But also, you can go see Big Boy Boobies.
Yeah.
So it's the strip club.
Big Boy.
Yeah, Big Boy Boobies, not see sales pitch.
Well, you know what I mean.
I know. Would you go to a strip club called Big Boy Boobies? Welcome to Moobs.
If it said Big Boys, Big Booby, I don't know. I'll say it out
Booby
loud.
Boutique.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to the Booby Boutique?
I did. It's in Southeast Portland.
It's called the Booby Boutique?
No, they just nobody had Big Boys.
Oh.
They were all boutique.
If you were watching on YouTube, you can see the disgust in Ted's faces.
It's been a long winter.
Guys, last night I had a dream I was swimming in an ocean of orange soda.
But it was a fantasy.
Maybe it was.
Were you sun-kissed?
Oh, well done.
Ted, what's the difference between a pizza and a drummer?
Man, a pizza can keep a beat?
No, a pizza can feed a family.
Wow. But I sing backup vocals.
Guys, I tell you, went to the chiropractor yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Not what it's cracked up to be. Steve, my wife asked if our kids are spoiled.
Oh, yeah?
I said, no, they always smell that way. And true story, when I was young, my parents used to bathe me in Australian lager.
Oh, really?
I was a foster kid. Stupid.
I love it, though. It's so dumb.
All of it is, being a foster kid. I want to wish my little sister, Brittany, a.k.a. Booger B, a very happy birthday. She's the best sister a friend could have. And please give her a Suck It Up cupcake and a Pat Sajak D. Both love you guys. Congrats on 20 years. That from Nikki.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
She wants a D, and she's going to get one.
A couple more. What do we got here? Bajolas, I want to wish my friend Sam, Captain Virginity himself, a happy 29th birthday. Gonna get a big old bong rip, and your penis is too small, plus a big old fart montage. Thanks, guys, from Blake.
Captain Virginity. Worst comic I've ever read. That was Robin's original name.
It's his superpower.
Yeah.
Frustration.
Maybe he's a promise keeper. What do we got? Guys, I want to wish my friend Trish a happy birthday. Would you have Coke, Ted? Give her some advice on living in Florida. Also, Sasquatch and the Black Bear saying my Florida is a good place to be in the wintertime. Thank you all for such a great show. That from Andy. Coke, Ted, where in the hell did I put that thing right there?
Look, I'll be honest with you. Coke Ted loves Florida, all right? If you're going to pick a state to live in, be out of control, do a lot of drugs, Florida's the one. All you got to be careful about, a lot of meth down there. If you can afford it, though, I recommend Miami. Miami, either way, enjoy it.
That's pretty well guaranteed.
Yeah.
Miami is one of those spots like Vegas. It's just like, it falls out of the sky.
Vegas, yes. Miami's the only city I've been to where, like, I like 3 different people. I can get you Coke. I just can't find weed.
Right.
Yeah. Do we have the Squatch? Is the Squatch going to do anything?
Oh, why is Florida a great place to visit in the winter? I don't know. Maybe because it's warm, dumbass.
Machalos, today's my mom Colleen's 69th birthday.
Nice.
She is the best mom ever, and I think she'd like hearing the Dirty Germans tell her how to celebrate 69. And maybe the captain talking about how he celebrated his 69th. Thanks, guys. That from Travis.
Yeah, obviously for your 69th birthday, we will be joining you and we will perform the position.
Yes, to be much friendlier, but we will make the London Bridge rock.
Yeah. Yes, it will be coming down.
Yeah, or Eiffel Tower.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. And happy birthday. Well, for my 69th birthday, I did exactly what you think I did. Just not how most people do it. Sure, the old Capitan wanted to participate in a 69, but instead, I did the 276. You see, the 276 is 69 times 4. And I was the snap, crack, and the pop, and because of their tiny size, I needed all three of them, the human centipede on top of me, so that I could be face deep in Snap's backside while Pop hooked me up at my downstairs. We called that birthday logistics. But I finished it off by putting Vaseline in my fist and shoving it straight up Pop's ass.
Oh my God, dude.
Jesus.
That doesn't fly.
Crunch berries.
All right, guys. Captain, here you go.
Wow.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ja, the Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweine.
I'm going to get a talking to.
That's why they call them Pop. It's the sound it made.
Thank you. We'll have a couple extra emails.
This one Captain the Weasel?
This one on jobs and the worst and the best job. Catching up on the podcast, guys. The first job I had was working at an antique store in a small town. Got fired from there. And then got a job working at GameStop. Now, you would think as a young adult, I would be excited to work there. But it was no different than being a car salesman, where management would make you push game reservations and magazine subscriptions. Then I worked for Sam's Club, which was a great job. Most of the time I walked around, straightened things out, drove the forklift, not legally. Then I got a job at a tribal casino as a cashier or banker. Then I went to a bar back position. I was there for 12 years. Job was easy. The pay was okay, but the tips made up for it.
Yep.
I will say one of the most dangerous situations I have been in is an entitled person that is drunk. They think they can attack, cuss you out, whatever they think is justified. I had a job while I was working at the casino, within the casino, called Houseman. A team of 4 would come to the stage area and set up the seating for the show on Friday and Saturdays. I would get home around midnight. I fell asleep around 1 a.m., got up at 5, got to the casino again at 6 a.m., then set up my portion of the chairs, which took about 30 minutes, and then drove back home to nap or stayed up. Best part about that is I got paid 4 hours at $20 an hour, and it was all overtime. So that was not a bad gig. Then I moved with my girlfriend to Chicago, worked as an Amazon delivery station employee, then worked as a remote IT support for a hospital in New Jersey. It was more of a phone operator than IT. Then I got a job at a warehouse. That was an IT job as a service technician. All the above jobs, over $16 an hour. Then I landed this job at a medical manufacturer in IT support. Been here for 4 years, pays around $32 an hour. I can take time off whenever I want. My teammates are very helpful and nice, and the job is pretty easy. Anyways, keep on doing what you're doing. That from Jesse in Chicago, still doing IT support.
Good God, man.
It's a lot of crap.
That is a lot.
I think it's time that we go back in time. The last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time.
By day, Frank trucks freshly plucked fine pheasant feathers. By night, Fran plucks the pheasants for Frank's fine pheasant feather truck. But Frank is in luck. Soon Fran won't have to shift the truck while driving Frank's freshly plucked pheasant feather truck.
3 times fast.
By day, Frank trucks freshly plucked fine pheasant feathers. By night, Fran plucks the pheasants for Frank's fine pheasant feather truck. But Fran is in luck. Soon Fran won't have to shift the truck while driving Frank's freshly plucked pheasant feather truck.
1.
By day, Frank trucks the freshly plucked fine pheasant feathers. By night, Fran plucks the pheasants for Frank's fine pheasant feather truck. But Fran is in luck. Soon Fran won't have to shift a truck while driving Fran's freshly plucked pheasant feather truck.
2.
By day, Frank trucks freshly plucked fine pheasant feathers. By night, Fran plucks the pheasants for Frank's fine pheasant feather truck. But Fran is in luck. Soon Fran won't have to shift a truck while driving Frank's freshly plucked pheasant feather truck.
Oh,
let's go.
There you go. There you go. Big win last time. Oh, good. Turn the mic on. And Ted versus the FCC. Let's do it again.
And now,
Bowl, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Oh, yeah.
Still time.
Trying to come up with some tongue twisters for you, Ted. But lo and behold, we get in here today. There is an email from a listener, listener submission. And as you know, listener always comes first on Ted versus the FCC. Mm-hmm. Says, hey guys, love the show. Been a listener since the Buzz days. Here is a tongue twister for your consideration. Speaking of the Buzz days, I ended up at the Mecca last night on Queen Anne Hill.
All right.
That's the same people that own the Five Point.
Right.
The bartender that was working that night was also at the Five Point that one illustrious night in the Buzz days where Tom Likas went down for dinner.
Oh, really?
That's correct.
When he got the hell beat out of him?
For whatever reason. It was not anything he did. It just, whatever happened, I don't know. But he was there working that night.
Huh.
I was like, interesting. You guys rock, pun intended, that from the lovely Jolene. So today's Ted versus the FCC goes something like this. Shifty Shirley shyly sits shearing sheep while ships schlep shiny simmering city sushi seaside. The way that we do Ted versus the FCC, one time through, three times fast.
All right. It is hot off the press.
Mm-hmm.
Shifty Shirley shyly. Jesus. The problem is I can't say all these S words, period. Shifty Shirley shyly sits shearing sheep while snips shelp shiny shimmering city sushi seaside.
Three times fast.
Shifty Shirley shyly sits shearing sheep while sips shiny shimmering city sushi seaside.
One.
Shifty Shirley shyly sits shearing sheep while she sips shelp shiny shimmering city sushi seaside.
Two.
Shifty Shirley shyly sits shearing sheep while she snips shiny shimmering city seaside sushi. I don't know. Does that count?
Yeah. As long as you don't cut. Right?
Hey,
there you go.
Broncos are 8-2. That counts.
It's another way to Ted versus the FCC. You are listening to the men's room. You know what happens when you get into
coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, bog sausage. Would you eat it? But first, earlier today, the mayor announced his new anti-littering initiative. It involves increased fines and possible jail time for repeat offenders.
It's crazy how many people almost don't litter, man.
What do you mean almost don't litter?
Like, most of the cigarette butts I see next to the ashtray. But not in the ashtray, all the trash next to the trash can. Not in the trash can.
Well, those people will feel it in their wallet if they're caught. And the mayor plans on introducing a team of so-called downtown ambassadors to keep an eye on that sort of thing.
Good. I'm tired of seeing chicken bones and dirty diapers everywhere, man.
This morning I saw a man drop a bottle of soda and defecate in the middle of the street.
Now, why would he do that?
Because he was hit by a bus.
He was hit by a bus?
Yeah, that's why he dropped his soda and pooped at the same time. It sounded like someone hit a watermelon with a golf club, if watermelons could scream.
Yeah, I don't think that's littering, Bonnie.
I didn't think so either, but the mayor's anti-littering task force gave him a ticket anyway.
He still got a ticket for littering? After being hit by a bus?
Oh, yes. He also got a ticket for vandalizing city property.
How did he vandalize city property?
Because some of his fecal matter ended up on the bus.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but the anti-littering task force said that rules are rules.
Yeah, that's what my uncle used to tell me, man. Rules are rules.
Felix, I can't believe this. You agree with finding the man who was hit by a bus?
Nope, but I know how people are with rules, man. I was in Alabama a few years ago, and I wore a fake mustache to a church.
Why exactly were you wearing a fake mustache in an Alabama church?
That part's not important, Stone. What I learned that day is that it is illegal to wear a fake mustache in an Alabama church.
Same thing almost happened to my Aunt Dottie.
She wore a fake mustache to a church in Alabama.
No, her mustache was real. Then there were a lot of apologies after that.
Yeah, I bet there was, girl.
It's illegal to wear a fake mustache in a church?
In Alabama, it is. Look it up, Playboy, and they mean it. Now I can't return to Alabama.
Because you wore a fake mustache.
At a church, yeah, man. Me and my uncle, we were kicked out of the state. Then a few years later, my uncle was selling pickles door to door.
Your uncle was a door-to-door pickle salesman.
Until he took his business to Connecticut, man.
And what happened in Connecticut?
In Connecticut, a pickle has to be able to bounce to be considered safe for consumption.
What, that is a law?
It is in Connecticut.
And let me guess, his pickles didn't bounce.
Nope, got in legal trouble, man.
You also can't tap dance naked in Connecticut.
I don't think you can legally tap dance naked anywhere, Bonnie.
That's what I'm starting to think, too. Everywhere I've done it, I've gotten into trouble.
And how many places have you tap danced naked?
Well, I got in trouble once for doing it at SeaWorld. Then I got in trouble again at the National Zoo. But I'm not sure if it's because it's illegal to do it at a zoo, or if it's because I tap dance naked in front of the pandas.
Yeah, Bonnie, I think maybe you just shouldn't tap dance naked outside of your own home, girl.
A lot of people have told me the same thing. Mostly the police and my lawyers. And pretty much everybody I talk to.
That's probably good advice, Bonnie. Don't tap dance naked. And don't litter.
Even if you've been hit by a bus.
Yes, even if you've been hit by a bus. Once again, the mayor has launched the anti-littering initiative. We'll be right back with celebrity birthdays. Tonight, a juggalo caused a delay at a merch table when he couldn't remember which pant pocket he put his wallet in. But first, making headlines, a man in Meshuggah, Wisconsin found himself, Why are you staring at me like that?
Did a wet dog sleep in your mouth last night?
Is it my breath?
Yeah, it's like someone replaced your tongue with roadkill.
I do apologize as a side effect of my new medication.
Is the side effect supposed to be that your breath smells like hot cabbage at a petting zoo?
It's not supposed to be. It just is one of the side effects. Halitosis.
Oh, well, they ain't wrong, man. Your breath is like a carcass, been smothered in diesel.
Okay, listen. I chewed 2 packs of gum and an entire tin of Altoids earlier today.
Yeah, man, you need more than that. Your breath is like somebody pepper sprayed a hobo's socks.
I know that, Felix, but I'm not sure what else I can do.
Learn sign language?
That wouldn't help my breath, Felix.
But it would help me not smell your breath. Seriously, man, it's like you gargle raw onions and sewage. What's your medication for anyway?
I'm not sure this is the setting to discuss something as medically personal as what I've...
Man, Katie Couric put a camera in her anus to show the world this ain't that, man.
Point taken. I may have come into contact with a rare Peruvian flower at the Arboretum last week with my wife.
So what? What does coming into contact with a rare Peruvian flower do, man?
The pollen has left me with a unique fungal infection.
Yeah! A unique fungal infection. You crazy, Stone.
I'm not crazy, Felix. I'm suffering from a fungal infection.
Yeah, so there's a fungus among us.
Yes.
But you have a dedication to your medication.
Yes, Felix.
And now your breath smells like fresh death.
Will you stop rhyming everything?
I would if I could, but it feels too good.
Let's just get back to our headline, shall we?
Ooh.
As I stated earlier, a man in Meshuggah, Wisconsin found himself...
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But your breath is like a sweaty pig just pulled its foot out of your mouth. I hope your medication works soon, man.
I do too, Felix, and I apologize for my breath. That is as derailed an otherwise professional broadcast. But also causing an unbearable itch in places best left unmentioned.
I think he means his penis.
Damn, Barney, we got it. Why you gotta call the man out about his itchy penis?
I never said where I was itching. I just said...
Now we're getting emails from concerned viewers. Are Stone's Kit and Caboodle okay? That from Lucille in Cincinnati.
My kit and caboodle are just fine, thank you. It's just a...
All right, cut up here to 5:08. We'll drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out Mike Hawk with some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. Madrid has released a fleet of driverless electric buses that have reduced congestion in the city.
How has that reduced congestion?
I don't know.
But it has?
I mean, is it removing the human error? Is it just, they're available at more hours than human beings are? Kind of a thing?
I don't know. Maybe they just stay in whatever
they
lane.
They don't block intersections?
Right.
Maybe they are confined to a certain track that allows them to just... It's basically a trolley that can just go back and forth without anybody at the helm.
Well, the Waymo car in the Mission District that killed the cat. People lost their goddamn minds.
Oh, yeah.
Think of the damage a bus could do.
I know.
No kidding, dude. That's my biggest problem is that, yeah, it's convenient to a degree, but when things go bad, they can go real, real bad, and then there's just nobody to blame except for the company.
But now there's like 50 people as opposed to maybe
It's like
2
saying you're
right.
going to have a driverless 18-wheeler.
Right.
If something goes wrong, it's going to be catastrophic.
Right.
Yeah. And they're talking about it.
Yes,
I will say, they're testing the Waymo driverless cars in Seattle now.
Yeah.
They are very polite and let you in.
Oh, they just let you...
Yeah. I was like, is this guy really just going to let all 3 of us in? Then I was like, oh.
So question, do you wave?
I didn't.
Good.
Yeah.
Doggone it, Ted.
Maybe you should.
Yes, you should. Because studies have shown that the AI picks that up.
If you wave?
Well, it picks up politeness. Like the way that you talk to whatever AI thing that you're talking to, even if it's like Siri on your phone, like it picks up like, this guy's rude.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So say your pleases and thank yous when you talk to things.
If you ever get on an airplane that has a step thing, like Air Force One.
Yeah.
You ever been on a plane where you have to go up the steps?
Oh, like a flight of stairs now?
Yeah. Okay, I've done it 3 or 4 times.
All right, fancy
You
pants.
can't help but, well, just the airport didn't have those things.
No, usually it's a smaller craft beer.
Smaller airport
But
or
I've done-
different country.
But
Yeah.
I've done it on a big one in
Yeah.
Dominican. But once you get to the top of the steps, it's impossible not to turn around and wave at nobody. I mean, it's really hard. Like, goodbye, everyone.
It's really hard. Tell me that you did it, Miles.
Every time.
Damn right you did.
Every single time.
It's hard not to. You were giddy with excitement all the way over.
Yeah,
Hang
it's
on.
awesome.
This is going to be hilarious.
To my fans, thank you. It's been a great trip.
Did you fall down the stairs like Jerry?
No. It is a little weird, though. After you've been sitting on your ass for 3 hours to go down that size of a flight of stairs.
Ah, jeez. There's a growing trend of people rewilding their yards, and studies appear to agree that it helps children grow healthier.
Does that mean just not mowing it?
Pretty much. You're letting whatever grows in there grow in there. You're letting a lot of natural stuff come back. You're not necessarily confining it to
Are
grass.
we rewilding our yard, or are we being lazy?
Oh, I'm rewilding my bedroom.
Exactly.
Some of the clothes just like to hang out on the ground
Yeah.
sometimes.
I mean, rewild the kitchen sink.
Going back to my more natural state of living where I just, roost.
I mean, look, I don't care. Like, good, knock yourself out. But I'm like, you're not rewilding. You're just not doing anything. Yeah. I rewild my face, baby. I stopped shaving.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to start using that, though.
For everything.
Yeah.
You're not shaving, Ted? Rewilding.
Rewilding.
Yeah.
A new study found that people who consume 3 or more alcoholic drinks daily are at a higher risk of having a stroke 10 years earlier than normal.
Uh-oh. That's all I can say.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Uh-oh.
The men's room with Mike and Ted. What happened?
The show got a lot more PG.
Not nearly as many penis jokes.
They did it to themselves.
They don't talk all over each other. Actually, we're kind of the biggest culprits of that, aren't we, Ted?
Yeah.
Put your thinking caps on, boys.
What were you saying, Mike?
Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. I give you guys a 60% chance of getting this right. It is a verb and a V word, our favorites. And it's an informal word, meaning to depart quickly.
Vanish.
Vacate.
Vanish and vacate, both good answers, but no. You've heard someone say this word. Let's blank. V word.
But it's a V word.
It's a V word. Let's.
Vamonos.
You're very close. Vamos.
Vamos.
Let's vamos.
I don't think I've ever heard that word.
Never heard that? My mom used to say that all the time.
I've never heard that.
That's why I gave y'all 60%.
Does your mom speak Spanish?
No.
Oh.
Vamos.
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 I knew her. I just didn't know she was such a so good with words.
You know I don't speak Spanish,
My
Baxter.
mom had a great vocabulary. We talked a lot about spiders yesterday, but now researchers found that male spiders will actually have a little bondage sex to avoid getting eaten.
What, shoot their web around the...
Pretty much. They'll hog-tie their ladies and then get after it and then skedaddle.
So she won't eat him.
Vamoose, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand that.
Yeah.
If my wife said, okay,
Bondage? Yeah,
I want
dude.
to have sex, and then I'm going to kill and eat you, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to tie you down.
Right. You just wait right here.
Yeah. Let's do the sex part. Let's not do the eating meat.
All right, I'm a dip.
Right.
Take care of the kids. I'm going to go get some milk. Hang on.
I will say, I think people would have a lot less sex if the threat of her eating you or killing you afterwards was.
Full
Yes!
disagree, Ted. Full disagree.
But you'd still do it.
Yeah.
Just hedge your bets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. We'd have exactly as much sex.
How many dudes have you heard that have had sex with crazy women that they thought might actually kill them?
Every guy I've ever met.
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
very true. Guilty.
Yeah.
You're
Sorry.
right.
There's someone
I'll
in the
put you back on that
Rolodex.
one.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that at the time.
Oh, I know a guy who does not care.
Yeah.
She was crazy.
And it was great.
That's right.
But I got the hell out of there.
Now, it ended with a knife.
I
but-
vamoosed.
And I vamoosed.
That's a knife.
Your gray hair may be a signal that your body has a better defense system against cancer.
Or you're getting old.
Or you're getting old.
What?
Well, that's actually part of it. So to take the funny way and get actually sciencey on it, gray hair is actually a sign of your body, if you will, rejecting and expelling dead cells.
That's
That-
what this is. My
that-
beard
correct.
is my body saying, hey, putting up a good fight.
Get those out. Correct. Which those dead cells, if they sit in your body, they have a better susceptibility to become cancer cells.
Okay.
So the fact that it's pushing that crap out of there, dude, embrace your gray hairs.
I must have some crap in my face then. My whole beard is gray.
Is
It's
it?
growing out? Yeah.
Oh, you got to grow it out, man.
Come on,
Look,
Miles.
I can't even, I'm doing Movember right now. I'm
I
just
know.
going solo gray stash.
I know, but Christmas is coming.
By the way,
Give us that silver fox.
hey, do me a favor. Go to Miles Montgomery and donate some cash for me, all right? Just under my name. And
On what?
Movember.
On Movember.com?
Yeah. How about the people that the prostate and testicular cancer?
Okay.
Or the prevention of.
Yeah.
You know?
We don't want that crap, man. Hell yeah, I'm in. Researchers have found a 5,000-year-old ritual structure in Jordan. I don't know what it's doing. in him,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's Jordan.
but- right.
That makes sense.
You find something old and stuff in Egypt or Jordan.
Egypt,
like,
Jordan, right.
Shouldn't they have a statue of Michael Jordan?
They do.
Do they?
They do, yeah.
All right.
Yellow eyes.
The Princess of Jordan. Google her. Man,
Oh, yeah?
man. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I
Yes.
believe it.
The
but-
current princess?
I think it's a princess. I don't think it's a president. I think it's a princess. I think Jordan's got a princess.
Well, yeah.
And
Oh, damn.
everyone's on Google. Yeah.
Kind of has a Natalie Portman look.
Oh, gracious.
See what I'm saying?
Wow, damn.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a princess. Like, that's a
Indeed.
real princess.
That's like a Disney princess.
That's a princess.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
say that, she'll start singing.
Good golly. I know.
I don't know much about Jordan. Just
Husband
going
looks
for
like a
visit.
dork.
Ted, what day is it?
Friday, Mike.
You got it. It's actually National Jersey Friday.
The Men's Room Top 10.
Jersey.
The Men's Room Top 10.
Frickin' hot roll.
Oh, hey, it's
You
Friday.
ever had a Jersey tomato? Actually, they are great.
No, I haven't had one of those. What is it?
Jersey tomatoes are just, for some reason, New Jersey has the freshest, best tasting tomatoes I've ever
It's
had.
all
in my
the
life.
corpses in the soil.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's a lot of the sand and stuff.
Easy. So what we have here, I went to UPI because seeing as it is National Jersey Friday, I decided to look up what the best selling jerseys were in the NFL.
NFL.
Oh,
all right.
okay,
The
I
players?
tried to go across the entire scope, and there's so many contradicting numbers and whatnot on that. So I
Team-
went out there and just wanted to find that out.
Team or player?
They're all player.
All right.
I gotta
Are they
think.
current? Or can you have a jersey from an older player?
I believe you can have it all time, but these
are current players.
The best sellers are always going to be current.
And I guess Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley is number one. Steve.
Right.
Yes.
How about Justin Jefferson?
Justin
Jets.
Jefferson, the Jet, number 19 on the list.
Damn.
Who's the Bills quarterback? Why can I?
Josh Allen.
Number 4. Miles
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar is number 8.
Huh.
Any guesses, Miles?
Oh, God. Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, I believe he was somewhere on the list.
He's had so many new teams.
No Aaron Rodgers.
How about who's the quarterback up in New England right now?
Drake May.
Drake May. Good call there, Ted Smith. I do not see it. Drake. There he is, number 29 on the
All
list.
right, what's his face? Christ. Quarterback for the Eagles.
Number 2
Hurts.
on the list.
Jalen Hurts.
Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen
well
Hurts,
done.
right.
So the honorable.
Oh, what's his? Patrick
Christian Mc-
Mahomes.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Number 7. My bad, Miles. Aaron Rodgers was 17. Patrick Mahomes
Okay.
is number 7 on the
How about
list.
Christian McCaffrey?
Christian McCaffrey, another great selection there. Ted
So
Smith.
he's probably like 20 something.
No, he's not on the list.
Thanks, dude.
Sorry, my bad.
And probably Kelsey as well.
So, oh my, it just keeps going. Good Lord, the list just keeps getting bigger. Christian McCaffrey, 43 on the list.
How about
Wow.
Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry, another great pick. Sorry, I'm scrolling an entire list of 50 here, so you're going to have to bear with me on that one. I do not see a Derrick Henry on the list. So, some honorable mentions here starting at 50. The number 50 best one just snuck in there. Jared Goff shows up on the list
All right, that's fair.
over there in Detroit. Then you got Dak Prescott, Jalen Carter at 48, Fred Warner at 47, which
He's a badass.
hate seeing him on
I
the
know.
other side of the doggone ball.
Oh, the Bosa's are probably in there.
Brock Bowers at 46, Bucky Irving, Jamar Chase at 44, Christian McCaffrey
Chase
at
is a
43.
good one.
Chase is a great one. Lad McConkey at 42, Devonta Smith at 41, Patrick Surtain curbs it out at number 40. Then you got A.J. Brown, Micah Parsons, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 37, which he is an absolute monster. Dude.
He is.
I feel like he doesn't get enough credit.
Agreed.
He doesn't. Everyone's aware of him, but no one talks about him. You know what I mean?
Right, he was a stud in high school. He was a stud at SC. Like that dude just, and he scores touchdowns.
And for whatever reason,
And
like,
apparently he runs this S-N-bomb.
yeah.
That's
You're
a
you're
quote
right, though,
from
dude.
him.
He's just a little sleeper over there in Detroit, which he should not be. He should definitely be in the conversation as far as like one of the top receivers right now.
I think right. Sometimes he doesn't have the most spectacular catches, like a Jefferson or a Chase.
Right, but he always
But
scores.
right, and he's consistent, and then they get him the ball.
Right. And he's a touchdown machine.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, number 36. Miles, there you are with Derrick Henry at 35. I've just missed both of yours is all. 34, George Kittle. Again, I hate the fact that the Seahawks were on the phone with George Kittle and then San Francisco took him.
That's probably why they took them.
Yes. And now I also still contend that if George Kittle had made it to the Seahawks during the era that we were in, he would not be George Kittle.
Yeah.
We did not still kind of have an issue, but we did not definitely at that time know how to work a tight
if you
end.
watched the game last night, Geno is still Geno.
Yes, he is.
God, what a terrible game.
So he's not going to get the ball.
The game sucked.
God, he
awful,
checks
man.
off constantly.
He's so bad.
Bo Nix looks scared.
I know.
Right.
And you're playing the Raiders, bro. It doesn't
What
get
was
easier
it?
than this.
That was the first game since like the 50s that had more flags than first downs.
That was the ugliest football game I've seen since last year on the day after Christmas when the Seahawks went to Chicago and played on that Thursday night game.
Yeah.
That was awful. Like, I was watching, I was like, look, I'm a Seahawks fan, but I can admit it. Like,
That was
that's
just
that game was bad.
That was a bad football
Do you have
game.
insomnia? Do you have trouble falling asleep? Raiders Broncos tonight on Amazon Prime.
Right.
I know, man. I had some chicken wings, I had a Caesar salad. I was all ramped up.
Again, these are the top-selling player jerseys in the NFL. 33 is Cooper Kupp.
All right.
Which he's got a brand new one now.
I haven't seen one of those in town yet.
I think I've seen one or two of them in town.
Maybe he's just got to get in the game. You
People
know?
wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson at number 32, Brock Purdy at 31, J.J. McCarthy rounds out number 30. Then you got Drake May at 29, C.J. Stroud at 28, Puka Nakua at 27, Malik Neighbors 26, Baker Mayfield, T.J. Watt, D.K. Metcalf at 23, Mike Evans, Joe Burrow, and then Justin Herbert wraps out 20. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, Max Crosby, Ashton Janty. I hope I said that right. Cam Ward, Caleb Williams, and Travis Hunter is all of your honorable mentions. And now the top 10. Number 10 being Jahmyr Gibbs.
Really?
Which he's a very good player and definitely deserves some love. Number 10 is interesting.
Detroit?
Yeah.
Yes,
Is that right? Yeah.
Detroit running
Yeah,
back.
it's him and
Montgomery,
the flip-flop.
Yeah, and they're
Man, I
both
think-
great.
Yeah. I think, too, why golf shows up on that list and everything. I think it depends on the town and or the city and how your team's doing.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yes. Yeah. The thing, Gibbs is just like Miles said. He's a 1-2 man along with Montgomery. It's not that they're either of one of them is terrible. They're both great and they're just right next to each other. One is getting overshadowed by the other.
I just wouldn't think he would have been a top 10 jersey seller.
No. Bo Nix at number 9.
What?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I almost said him. He had so much hype coming out of Oregon, right? And it wasn't it Bo Nix that started at, like, Georgia or something? So, like,
I thought he was from Auburn.
Was it either way? He's been like collecting fans all across the country in college. So by the time he got to the NFL, people were like, "I like Bo Nix."
They might return his jersey after last night.
Yeah.
Well, they won. But
I know, but
horrible.
still, God.
You can win and it's still a really ugly game.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson goes in there at number 8. That one I feel like is just a standard.
Sure.
He's been MVP twice so far in his career.
Yep.
He's commanding a lead over there in,
I've got
in
one.
Baltimore.
And he's that guy. Yeah, I have one too.
Right.
My daughter's got one.
My son has one.
The only people that don't like him have to play against him constantly.
That's basically how that works out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a third running back. Tough.
Okay.
Right. That calls him a dual
That's what
threat.
all the scouts said, because they're smart.
I know.
Right.
That narrative's like, just stop it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, he's really developing a pocket passer. He hasn't developed into a pocket passer. He's been throwing darts in the pocket for 5 freaking years.
You guys
Just
just
stop
missed
it. Yeah,
you
just
don't know
stop
what
it.
He's
you're
not a
talking
gunslinger, Ted.
No.
Patrick Mahomes at number 7.
Thank you.
I'm a little surprised he's that low. Not going to lie.
Well, they've been winning so much, though, that, like, the casual fan, I think, is even like, I'm getting tired of seeing him.
Yeah.
And you kind of already own his jersey because they've been good for so long. Like, if you have his jersey, you probably bought it like 4 or 5 years ago. Philly's rising to the top now, right?
I just feel like Patrick Mahomes' jerseys are going kind of like the way of the Tom Brady jersey, which is just if you're a pedestrian football fan, you know about Patrick Mahomes and like
That's the guy's
gun
jersey.
to your head, buy a jersey, Patrick Mahomes. Like it's going to be your knee-jerk reaction.
My thing is, go buy a classic jersey because it's like the stock market. When you buy a jersey, you're banking on that player being there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And you never know. I mean, you never know.
Cooper DeJean at number 6.
Yeah. I mean, come on. He's a white defensive back. Right? Like,
Let's go.
People are going to buy that jersey.
He's a black kicker.
Yeah.
Everyone's got it.
Who's at Pittsburgh as a black punter? Right, like, dude,
I
buy
should
that
get I
jersey,
should
brother.
Get that jersey.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a Steeler jersey? Black punter.
Black punter.
Woo! I'm like, it is what it is, man.
Jason
It's been
Sehorn, right?
25 years since we had a starting white defensive back.
I'm
going to save number 5 for the big reveal there. Number 4, like I said, is Josh Allen, which not going to lie, I know that you guys are AFC guys, and I'm sorry. I want Josh Allen to get his. I want him to finally go to the show.
Josh Allen's very likable, too.
I want him to, too. I would just like my team to also. I have nothing against the guy. We just can't get past him.
If you guys had the unfortunate circumstance of basically being eliminated from playoff contention, I want Josh Allen.
I'm going to vote now.
What do you got?
Herbert.
Justin Herbert. No, Herbert was already mentioned.
He was. Okay.
Jaden Daniels at number 3 is one of the ones that we missed.
Yep, that makes sense.
Which
they got good last year, so on your theory, people ran out and bought him.
Yep. Well, and he is getting a little bit more of the sophomore slump right now, but I feel like he's going to shake that.
He will.
He will.
He was such a stud that first year. It's going to be hard for him not to shake
Well, once
that
people have tape on you, things change.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts at number 2, as we said, and then number 1 being Saquon Barkley, but number 5... Barley. Shoot. Number 5, quarterback drafted for the Cleveland Browns, Shadur Sanders.
Are you kidding me?
Man hasn't seen a down, and he is the number 5 selling jersey in the NFL.
Buy a Flacco jersey. Seriously.
I'm surprised they didn't play him. They went out and picked up Flacco. It's like... Oh, wait, no, Flacco went over to the Bengals.
Well, Flacco was still there when he was there.
Yeah.
Along with 7 other quarterbacks, and they've all played except for that guy.
Come on. A man in Minnesota was charged for using a chainsaw in his front yard, Miles.
What's the big deal with that?
How about it at 5:50?
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, and we made it to the weekend and drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 27-year-old Ignacia Fernandez of Santiago, Chile. Ignacia is much better known as Miss Chile. And earlier this week, she was competing in her country's Miss World competition. She is an absolutely stunning, gorgeous young woman, and her talent is singing, okay? So, when it came time for the talent portion of the competition, she chose to sing because that's what she does. And she has her own band, so her guitarist joined her on stage, and then together, they performed one of their original songs. And I just want you to hear what she performed. Yes, that is her singing.
Miss Chile?
She is a smoke
Wait
show.
till you look her up. Then you're going to really fall in love.
They have the talent portion. She's like, oh, I sing, I have a band, my guitar player's here. They're like, please, have at it. Yeah, she's in a death metal band called Desaces. And by the way, I looked it up. It's Latin for death.
I thought so.
This is...
Damn.
Yeah.
That's so badass, dude.
Miss Chile, one of the articles says, Miss Chile stuns the world with strange talent.
We should get her to come in and play for us sometime.
Or anything she wants to do.
Yeah,
Would be cool.
presents.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
Your winner on a Bad Choice Friday coming up next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, bog sausage. Would you eat it? But first, earlier today, the mayor announced his new anti-littering initiative. It involves increased fines and possible jail time for repeat offenders.
It's crazy how many people almost don't litter, man.
What do you mean almost don't litter?
Like, most of the cigarette butts I see next to the ashtray. But not in the ashtray, all the trash next to the trash can. Not in the trash can.
Well, those people will feel it in their wallet if they're caught. And the mayor plans on introducing a team of so-called downtown ambassadors to keep an eye on that sort of thing.
Good. I'm tired of seeing chicken bones and dirty diapers everywhere, man.
This morning I saw a man drop a bottle of soda and defecate in the middle of the street.
Now, why would he do that?
Because he was hit by a bus.
He was hit by a bus?
Yeah, that's why he dropped his soda and pooped at the same time. It sounded like someone hit a watermelon with a golf club, if watermelons could scream.
Yeah, I don't think that's littering, Bonnie.
I didn't think so either, but the mayor's anti-littering task force gave him a ticket anyway.
He still got a ticket for littering? After being hit by a bus?
Oh, yes. He also got a ticket for vandalizing city property.
How did he vandalize city property?
Because some of his fecal matter ended up on the bus.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but the anti-littering task force said that rules are rules.
Yeah, that's what my uncle used to tell me, man. Rules are rules.
Felix, I can't believe this. You agree with finding the man who was hit by a bus?
Nope, but I know how people are with rules, man. I was in Alabama a few years ago, and I wore a fake mustache to a church.
Why exactly were you wearing a fake mustache in an Alabama church?
That part's not important, Stone. What I learned that day is that it is illegal to wear a fake mustache in an Alabama church.
Same thing almost happened to my Aunt Dottie.
She wore a fake mustache to a church in Alabama.
No, her mustache was real. Then there were a lot of apologies after that.
Yeah, I bet there was, girl.
It's illegal to wear a fake mustache in a church?
In Alabama, it is. Look it up, Playboy. And they mean it. Now I can't return to Alabama.
Because you wore a fake mustache.
At a church, yeah, man. Me and my uncle, we were kicked out of the state. Then a few years later, my uncle was selling pickles door to door.
Your uncle was a door-to-door pickle salesman.
Until he took his business to Connecticut, man.
And what happened in Connecticut?
In Connecticut, a pickle has to be able to bounce to be considered safe for consumption.
What, that is a law?
It is in Connecticut.
And let me guess, his pickles didn't bounce.
Nope. Got in legal trouble, man.
You also can't tap dance naked in Connecticut.
I don't think you can legally tap dance naked anywhere, Bonnie.
That's what I'm starting to think, too. Everywhere I've done it, I've gotten into trouble.
And how many places have you tap danced naked?
Well, I got in trouble once for doing it at SeaWorld. Then I got in trouble again at the National Zoo. But I'm not sure if it's because it's illegal to do it at a zoo, or if it's because I tap dance naked in front of the pandas.
Yeah, Bonnie, I think maybe you just shouldn't tap dance naked outside of your own home, girl.
A lot of people have told me the same thing. Mostly the police and my lawyers. And pretty much everybody I talk to.
That's probably good advice, Bonnie. Don't tap dance naked. And don't litter.
Even if you've been hit by a bus.
Yes, even if you've been hit by a bus. Once again, the mayor has launched the anti-littering initiative. We'll be right back with celebrity birthdays. Tonight at 11, a guitarist was kicked out of his punk band after learning a fourth chord. But first, making headlines today, a local yoga instructor is being hailed as a hero. With no previous medical training, she delivered a stranger's baby in a convenience store parking lot.
Yeah, no thank you, man. I'd walk away from that situation real quick.
Really? Yeah. Felix, you wouldn't help a woman deliver a baby. To be called upon to help safely usher in a new and precious life into the world is a special, special thing.
Wait, what are you talking about, man?
Delivering a baby, like the heroic yoga instructor did earlier today.
Oh, no, man. I can imagine doing yoga. I've delivered a baby, man.
You have delivered a baby.
3 babies, man. It was crazy.
You've delivered 3 babies.
Yeah, but I've never done yoga, man. That stuff don't make no sense.
Let's circle back to the baby delivery thing.
Okay, what's up?
You have delivered 3 babies.
Yes, Stone, I've delivered 3 babies. 1 woman, but she had triplets. It was crazy, man.
Where did this all happen?
Okay, I was in the ladies' room at a Chuck E. Cheese after hours, and that's when the opportunity arose that I might possibly be able to do something.
Why were you in the women's room at a closed Chuck E. Cheese?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, Stone.
I didn't realize how little I wanted to know the answer until I'd already asked the question, Felix.
Yeah, so I was in the ladies' room at the Chuck E. Cheese after hours when this pregnant lady comes running in talking about her water broke. And she was like, I'm about to have a baby.
And what did you do?
I went into the Chuck E. Cheese kitchen, brought the water to a boil, sterilized some rags. Now, when the cervix dilated to 10 centimeters, or about 4 inches, I told her to push.
I'm astounded that you actually know this much.
Well, yeah, man. Anyway, I was like, girl, push. And she was all like, and then I was like, girl, push. And then she was all like, yeah.
Okay,
and I was like,
okay, Felix, I think we've got it.
Okay, well, then the baby's head popped out, and then the baby started crying and carrying on, and the lady was all teary-eyed saying, look at that beautiful baby. And I was like, lady, you got an ugly-ass monkey baby.
Felix, why would you say that to her?
I thought she should know that her baby looked like an ugly-ass little monkey. She didn't care, though. She just hugged that ugly thing.
You said she had triplets.
Yeah, man. We had to go through that 2 more times. Her all, and me just saying, girl, push. But the baby was healthy and ugly.
Well, Felix, I have to admit, I'm impressed by your heroics. I did not know you had it in you. Great work.
Thank you, thank you. Delivering ugly-ass little monkey babies was more noble than my original plans in the Chuck E. Cheese bathroom.
Andrea in Olympia says, I used to work at that Chuck E. Cheese. I finally know what I had to clean off the floor that morning.
Yeah, Andrea, probably all umbilical cords and blood. Just be glad I took the placenta.
Why did you take the placenta?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, Stone.
Celebrity birthdays coming up.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it is time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, The Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got Seth Meyers, the Jimmys,
Kimmel and Fallon,
Stephen Colbert, Writers, or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
And it's right there. The title of these guys have teams and talents and writers help them come up with monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Voter turnout was stronger than expected in Kentucky, particularly since Kentucky wasn't holding elections. State officials had to tell people the polls were closed because Kentucky doesn't vote until 2026. So next time you're fighting with somebody on the internet, just know they might be from Kentucky.
Colbert.
Smith.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, that is dumb.
They're incredibly stupid.
It was only one state.
Right. That's
It was
and I don't
only
understand.
one state had to make a statement to say the polls are closed. They're not open.
Yeah, the governor had to explain to the people of Kentucky, you're not voting for anything.
You
Stop
can't
going
vote-
to the because they were bit. Hey, my polling place is closed. They're like, yeah.
You can't vote for the mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Or the governor of Virginia.
Lord of the Rings star Elijah Wood recently crashed a Hobbit-themed wedding taking place at a former filming location in New Zealand. Everyone was excited to see him until he stole the ring and chucked it into a volcano.
Fallon.
Colbert.
Myers.
Lord of the Rings star Elijah Wood recently crashed a Hobbit-themed wedding taking place at a former filming location in New Zealand. Everyone was excited to see him until he stole the ring and chucked it into a volcano.
It is a very nice video. I watched it last week.
What do they dress like?
Exactly what you think they are.
It's exactly what I
There's
thought.
a couple people in the audience who are not dressed up.
But overwhelmingly?
Yes.
It's a Shire wedding, yes.
Credit to him. It blew their little dork minds.
I mean, I'm a dork for this stuff, and that was really dorky. I know. Hey, you know what? It's your wedding, you do you.
Yeah. The shutdown has already wreaked havoc on air travel, and that havoc is getting even a little reekier because air travel controllers aren't getting paid. As a result, many of them aren't showing up for work. So many, in fact, that the FAA is forcing airlines to cut 10% of their flights at the nation's busiest airports. Unfortunately, maybe time to try your new favorite airline, the bus.
Colbert.
Kimmel.
Colbert.
The shutdown has already wreaked havoc on air travel, and that havoc is about to get even reekier because air traffic controllers aren't being paid, and as a result, many of them aren't showing up to work. So many, in fact, that the FAA is forcing airlines to cut 10% of their flights at the nation's busiest airports. So, yeah, unfortunately, maybe time to try your new favorite airline, the bus. You know their slogan, the bathroom door is stuck open.
I wasn't going to sing that part. And I'm not sure I got what jingle he was making fun of.
He's just basically saying that the rule is you're not supposed to take a dump back there.
Yeah.
So
Now-
to keep the door open to keep people from
I know,
taking
but
a
usually when he sings something, it's like part of a jingle, I know.
Right, some other jingle, yeah.
Hey, Colbert, don't sing just to sing. The makers of Oreos recently unveiled their Thanksgiving dinner-inspired cookies, which comes in 6 flavors, including turkey with gravy, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, and weed in the driveway.
Seth Meyers.
That's Seth.
The makers of Oreos recently unveiled their Thanksgiving dinner-inspired cookies, which come in 6 flavors, including turkey with gravy, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, and weed in the driveway.
I don't care how old you get, there is something kind of fun about that sneaky little toke at a holiday outside.
Yes.
I don't snake it.
Well, if you're
You go
hosting
outside
and you're an
smoke.
adult,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, sometimes, and not recently, but I used to go to my buddy's parents' house, and it's that infamous Thanksgiving where I'm just feeling like crap or whatever, and like I could barely eat. I'm just pushing food around. Then finally, I was like, screw it, I'm going out back. Came back in, like, where is that pie?
Right.
All right, you guys want some drama from TV?
Sure.
All right, this has been going on for about a week now. I'm kind of waiting, so I'll give you the lead up and then the new thing. So here's the whole thing is that Millie Bobby Brown allegedly accused her on-screen father, David Harbour, of bullying and harassment. Now, none of this is sexual, which is good.
Right.
Which is bad. It sounds like he just had a really crappy temper.
Okay.
And would fly off the handle at people. There was an internal investigation over her claims. The outcome's unknown, but his estranged wife, Lily Allen, allegedly stood by him throughout it. But now they're going through an ugly breakup because I guess he cheated on her. So this comes out, right?
Okay.
So you're like, all right, there's a lot of news around it. Then there was a clip where somebody asked Millie Bobby Brown about her upcoming wedding and would David Harbour officiate. And she said, I don't know how I feel about that. Then she said Matthew Modine, who plays her papa on the show, could do it. He ends up doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right? So there was
Well,
all
they're
this.
pretty tight as far as I understand.
Yeah, and again, right, like you got to keep in mind too, who knows when this happened, but she's a teenage girl, right? I know, and look, things, whatever work environment, but especially when you're not in a like just 9 to 5 kind of job.
Sure.
Things can get different, things can get emotional. It sounds like he is a bit of a,
Hothead, yeah.
Hothead, right? That's a good way to
Something's
put it.
not right.
Right. So, I mean, if you're screaming at a co-star, to me, already poor form. Like,
Sure.
I'm just not a big screamer at people. But then, if she's a teenage girl, even if she's 19, or 20, like, she might be 20.
She's 21 now, so
Right.
she was a child.
So you can imagine how this went, right? So this has been the big talk the last couple weeks, right?
Okay.
Is there this and that? And then from today, you get earlier this, blah, blah, blah. There's all this bullying and harassment. Last night, season 5 premiere, I guess it was awkward because they arrived together and posed for pictures, her and David.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
They also shared a video of Millie and David embracing while signing autographs. They seem really friendly and close. Now, on the same token, I would say this. There's a good chance she went and filed this report and said, dude, this guy is a maniac and he's screaming at me. Who knows? Maybe he went and talked to somebody, this or that, so it's feasible that they could be cool now.
Yeah, he might have apologized and said, you're right.
Yeah, a lot of
That
times-
was inappropriate.
That's
Right.
all it takes.
It's, Right. Then people go, okay, water under the bridge. So, yeah, that's been the big gossip. But I guess now it doesn't matter. I don't know. Stranger Things. You know what? I do have a hot take on Stranger Things. Never watched the show. Played on a soccer team that was that theme, whatever.
Okay.
I know the song because it's everywhere. But have you seen Doritos now has a Stranger Thing pizza and Cool Ranch chips together?
I have not seen this, no.
Yeah, yeah. Well, here's the hot take. They're too spicy. The pizza flavored ones.
Oh, my God.
I know. Mike, that bag I sent you on Saturday, that half bag of Doritos is still sitting on my coffee table.
Still hanging out
And
there.
I love Doritos.
But you can't even eat the spicy ones. I accidentally bought those. That's too much.
Yeah, in a chip.
You haven't
Wow.
picked at it a little bit? Like, let me just go back in.
No, I opened it last night and I looked at him. I said, nope, not worth
Can
it.
you eat Tim's jalapeno?
Maybe one.
Okay, all right.
I don't
Is
like.
it heartburn or is it just, does it burn your mouth? What is the...
I just think there's no reason to have spice in a chip.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah.
Flaming hot Cheetos? No way.
Oh, get real. No.
Those are terrible.
So,
I don't-
anyhow.
The taste is just bad.
Yeah, and everything's flaming hot now. I don't want it to be. As in, like, somebody else came out with, like, a dill pickled something. Dill flavored. I love dill pickled stuff. Then it's like flaming hot dill pickle. It's like, God damn it.
That sounds gross. Flaming hot dill pickle.
Yeah.
Sounds like a weird,
Sounds like a pickup
band,
line.
right?
Hey,
Sounds
baby.
like a penis.
The flaming hot
Dill
Sounds like a
pickle
penis with an
on the main
STD.
stage at a gay strip club.
Right.
All right, I got more hot goss, guys.
All right.
When's the last time we saw Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton together? According to the Stab tabloid, it was months ago, because they're basically living separate lives.
Okay.
So-called source says a lot of people think the magic has started to wear off. They have been together for 10 years.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get married.
Yeah.
Magic wears off. Like, you're still very happy together, but it's like, it ain't magic.
You
You're
know-
not shaving
you
your
know-
legs.
you know-
I'm not trying to look. I didn't even brush my teeth before I kissed you,
You
right?
know how all
Like,
the tricks are. You know how to do it.
yeah.
They're both music artists. They're out recording. They're touring.
So she's doing a residency at the Sphere.
And she just they extended it.
Correct.
6 or 7 dates.
Right, for No Doubt. And then he's like, well, I like my ranch in Oklahoma. I'm staying here.
And he's doing a show. I mean, like, yeah, okay.
Right. Sorry, he doesn't want to just hang out in Vegas forever.
Working people.
They met on The Voice a decade ago. They got married in 2021.
That would be the hardest part for me about if you are at that level of doing a residency in Vegas.
What, just being away from?
You're in Vegas.
Oh yeah,
for weeks at a time. I mean, I'm sure there's great places to eat. You're not just living on the Strip.
Have you ever gone to Vegas and not stayed on the Strip?
Yeah, all the time. I stay in Fremont.
Well, all right. That's still like downtown.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm saying stay out in like Henderson, because we did it. We went down there for F1. When you stay out in the suburbs, it's not nearly the same pull.
Right.
So I would imagine if you're doing a residency and you live out in Paradise or Henderson or something like that, like you literally would go in for work and then leave.
I don't think those people are staying on the Strip.
I have friends that live down there and do that, and they love it. They love Vegas. I mean, it's hot, but they love it.
I'll tell you what, man, the development we were in, there was a little strip mall there. One of the best breakfast places I've ever been to in my life.
Really?
And then there was a cool little sports bar in there, too.
My buddy says you've never seen it rain like you've seen it rain in Vegas.
Really?
I mean, he said when it comes down, it's like you could take out a bar of soap outside, and take a shower in it.
Yeah. Well, listen, when it rains in the desert, it's not good, right?
Sure.
So, you know what I mean? I at Burning Man one year, there was, not the year it was like bad, but I mean, it rained for like maybe an hour, and I was like, we're going to die.
We're going to drown because the soil doesn't absorb into the water.
So, like for Vegas, right, like that water can't go anywhere. You know, you look at, what was I going to say, when you go down to Scottsdale and stuff, they have all those, like ditches or drainage
culverts.
things. Yeah. And like, it's like, why do they have those? And it's like, well, like 10 days it does rain. You need those.
Yeah.
Or the whole city.
Same with LA.
Yeah. LA. I don't know if I can call him a local guy. He's a Washington State guy.
Okay.
He grew up in Washington State. Same Zach Top. All right. He's a country artist.
All right.
Very good. Has one of the best breakup songs of all time. He doesn't need her anymore, and he tell her he miss her, but he doesn't lie.
Jesus.
It's great. For somebody that hasn't been through a breakup in 10 years, I love a breakup song.
You're just ready to break up with somebody.
Just to play the song.
I guess.
Look, I just want to be with you so I can break up with you.
Yeah, I want this to hit different.
This won't last long.
Right. Seriously. We're only going to go on 3 or 4 dates. Then I'll break up with you. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
So anyhow, he was down in Missoula at the Grizzly, where Montana plays.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? He's out on the field, and he's kicking field goals. If you don't know, on College Game Day on ESPN every Saturday, Pat McAfee will get out there and offer a college student $100,000, sometimes it's $200,000 to make, is it a 30-yard kick? Yeah, it's 30-yard field goal, which is tougher to do than people think. So anyhow, basically, he's just out there on the field having fun. He's like, McAfee, I got a 30-yard field goal set up here. If I make it, I want your tuition money just to have me on. I don't want your money. Have me on the show. He wants to be on College Game Day.
Okay.
And to his credit, he boots it through.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He definitely calls out Pat McAfee. Who knows? I can't imagine they're going to be back up here for a Washington game. They're certainly not going to the Palouse. Dude, look at the record. But if Game Day got up here, like, I think you could have Zach Top on.
Sure.
Why not? Speaking of which, you do have a lot of college ball on this weekend. I was going to say, you got some decent college hoops. I don't know, some people are interested. The old Maryland-Georgetown rivalry's fired up tonight. I want to see your Huskies are on at 1:30 on Saturday. And then Seahawks back in town. The sun will be shining, taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I will be there. And yes, I will take a beer from you.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, bog sausage. Would you eat it? But first, earlier today, the mayor announced his new anti-littering initiative. It involves increased fines and possible jail time for repeat offenders.
It's crazy how many people almost don't litter, man.
What do you mean almost don't litter?
Like, most of the cigarette butts I see next to the ashtray. But not in the ashtray, all the trash next to the trash can. Not in the trash can.
Well, those people will feel it in their wallet if they're caught. And the mayor plans on introducing a team of so-called downtown ambassadors to keep an eye on that sort of thing.
Good. I'm tired of seeing chicken bones and dirty diapers everywhere, man.
This morning I saw a man drop a bottle of soda and defecate in the middle of the street.
Now, why would he do that?
Because he was hit by a bus.
He was hit by a bus?
Yeah, that's why he dropped his soda and pooped at the same time. It sounded like someone hit a watermelon with a golf club, if watermelons could scream.
Yeah, I don't think that's littering, Bonnie.
I didn't think so either, but the mayor's anti-littering task force gave him a ticket anyway.
He still got a ticket for littering? After being hit by a bus?
Oh, yes. He also got a ticket for vandalizing city property.
How did he vandalize city property?
Because some of his fecal matter ended up on the bus.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but the anti-littering task force said that rules are rules.
Yeah, that's what my uncle used to tell me, man. Rules are rules.
Felix, I can't believe this. You agree with finding the man who was hit by a bus?
Nope, but I know how people are with rules, man. I was in Alabama a few years ago, and I wore a fake mustache to a church.
Why exactly were you wearing a fake mustache in an Alabama church?
That part's not important, Stone. What I learned that day is that it is illegal to wear a fake mustache in an Alabama church.
Same thing almost happened to my Aunt Dottie.
She wore a fake mustache to a church in Alabama.
No, her mustache was real. Then there were a lot of apologies after that.
Yeah, I bet there was, girl.
It's illegal to wear a fake mustache in a church?
In Alabama, it is. Look it up, Playboy. And they mean it. Now I can't return to Alabama.
Because you wore a fake mustache.
At a church, yeah, man. Me and my uncle, we were kicked out of the state. Then a few years later, my uncle was selling pickles door to door.
Your uncle was a door-to-door pickle salesman.
Until he took his business to Connecticut, man.
And what happened in Connecticut?
In Connecticut, a pickle has to be able to bounce to be considered safe for consumption.
What, that is a law?
It is in Connecticut.
And let me guess, his pickles didn't bounce.
Nope, got in legal trouble, man.
You also can't tap dance naked in Connecticut.
I don't think you can legally tap dance naked anywhere, Bonnie.
That's what I'm starting to think, too. Everywhere I've done it, I've gotten into trouble.
And how many places have you tap danced naked?
Well, I got in trouble once for doing it at SeaWorld. Then I got in trouble again at the National Zoo. But I'm not sure if it's because it's illegal to do it at a zoo, or if it's because I tap dance naked in front of the pandas.
Yeah, Bonnie, I think maybe you just shouldn't tap dance naked outside of your own home, girl.
A lot of people have told me the same thing. Mostly the police and my lawyers. And pretty much everybody I talk to.
That's probably good advice, Bonnie. Don't tap dance naked. And don't litter.
Even if you've been hit by a bus.
Yes, even if you've been hit by a bus. Once again, the mayor has launched the anti-littering initiative. We'll be right back with celebrity birthdays.
Hey bro, Men's Room Uragana Besuto Bira. Super fresh, super strong, taste boom. You drink now, anatawa big man desa. No wait, no thinking. Just grab Men's Room Uraga. Сейчас. Kanpai. Men's Room Uragana Besuto Bira.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. California town has a new ambassador, a miniature horse named Cookie. Meanwhile, a Minnesota man uses a chainsaw naked in his front yard, trying to get some neighbor nookie. 7-Eleven worker has her face splattered with customers' chew. Iowa judge found passed out while driving after drinking some brew. And a family finds the world's most venomous snake in their laundry basket. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
All right, our top story. I love that face, Ted. Hold that energy.
Yeah.
We go to Minnesota, where a man just can't do yard work anymore. Authorities got a call about the man as he was using a chainsaw to do a little work out in the front yard. They stopped by and issued him a citation after informing him of the complaint, but it wasn't because he was using a chainsaw at an unreasonable hour. Wasn't because he was trimming something that he wasn't approved to or that he was dangerous. It's because he was, quote, chainsawing while butt-ass naked.
Oh!
That seems like a really bad idea, man.
Gets code.
He was charged for disorderly conduct, the main issue being the children that could and did pass by the home at some point during the day to see his big naked rear out there.
What is your motivation to do that?
You are trying to get at your neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sorry. I don't see any, this is a free country. You can be naked in your yard, blah, blah, blah. You're doing that to get under your neighbor's skin.
Clearly.
Why? Did they earn it? That's up to discussion. You're doing this to get a rise out of somebody. Especially the front yard.
Chainsaw naked.
Even if you're just a nudist, like you don't just hang out in the front yard.
Chainsaw naked.
Chainsaw naked.
That takes skill.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just pull over and be like, what are you, stupid? Like, I don't even care that you're naked. This is just dumb.
Can't believe that joke fell flat. Damn it.
Yeah, I've had a couple. In other news, we go to Florida, where the local convenience stores need to step up their game. A man walked into his local 7-Eleven store and made his way for the bathroom. Surveillance cameras caught the moment that he exited the bathroom and confronted the clerk about the lack of toilet paper in the bathroom. Side note, keep on that.
Yes.
The number of times that I've been in the bathroom and then all of a sudden, either I had to quick stop it or I had to do the pinch and walk because y'all didn't keep the doggone toilet paper in the bathrooms. Anyway, the confrontation escalated to the point that the man pulled the wad of chewing tobacco that he had out of his mouth and tossed it at the woman. Not okay.
Chewing tobacco and dip are different.
Yes.
When you have chewing tobacco in your mouth, that's chaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just a little, skull bandit or
Right.
you're not in your
Little
lip.
patch or something, yeah.
This is you're in a pouch, man.
He was later tracked down by authorities and arrested for misdemeanor battery.
That is disgusting.
That is. That's horribly disgusting.
It is, but it's funny. I mean,
That
damn,
is
bro.
gross as hell, but yeah.
It's like, and I don't know if she kept it there for evidence, but they did have to detail in the story that when officers got there, they still found remnants of chewing tobacco and spit on her face.
God, man.
Like, damn,
That's
dude.
the thing. He didn't spit it at her. He pulled it out of his mouth.
Right, and then hugged
and
it.
then hit her with it. Damn, man.
My 2 cents, just because one, he went into this bathroom and then had this out, I don't think she got a word in. I think he came out,
Oh, yeah.
screamed at her, and then threw this at her.
And
That's
all she
my
can
2
think
cents.
is, he is a dirty butt right now.
Yeah.
Because you didn't wipe your ass. That much we know.
So she could have gotten hit with something worse.
Yeah, I know.
To Iowa, where someone had a bad night. Officers got a call about a truck slowly driving eastbound in the westbound lanes of a local highway. Side note, not allowed to do that. Witness statements say that they saw the driver seemingly unconscious in the driver's seat, moving in the wrong direction at a slow enough speed that they were able to get out of their own vehicles and attempt to intervene. They were eventually able to get in through the back window and bring the car to a stop, where the officers eventually made it onto the scene. They took the driver to the hospital for a medical evaluation after she was unable to move under her own power. They took a blood sample after obtaining a warrant will determine her state of intoxication, with charges soon to follow. But our driver knows this process all too well because she's the chief judge of the state's 2nd district.
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus.
Could you imagine being passed out behind the wheel of a moving vehicle?
Right. And it was just sitting there in the median. She was going slow enough that they tried to open up the front door. Like,
Right.
I think she was just coasting. I think she was just idling at this point.
Well, how fast do you drive when you're asleep?
Yeah, no
Well, typically when you start your car, your newer cars will lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
And you gotta know.
Gotta know what?
Like, you know how drunk you're getting.
Well, she didn't.
Like, I
care.
wasn't driving a car, but last Saturday, right? Like, I sat on my couch with my buddy, watching football, ripping beers, watching Game 7. And in my head, I was like, oh, Jesus, I'm getting a little... And then, eventually I kind of dozed off on the couch.
Right.
So, like, I could... You know what I mean? Like... Sorry, that's just dumb.
You're a judge. You know better than anybody. Just stay put.
Uh-huh.
Don't go anywhere.
And nowadays with Uber, I don't care, it costs you $150. Take the damn Uber.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, especially when you're an elected official.
Right.
You're out of a job now.
Yeah.
And forget the cost it's going to cost you, right? Can you imagine how bad you're going to feel if you seriously hurt somebody or killed them?
Absolutely.
Because you're drinking and driving.
And sleeping.
Yeah. To the point to where you're passed out behind the wheel.
Damn.
Not even, I didn't see him. You were passed out.
Right.
Your body shut down. When living in Australia, you've got to be on constant alert. Authorities were called on reports of an unwanted house guest, a snake that happens to fall on the list of among the world's most venomous snakes. A video was taken of the reptile as it meandered around the laundry basket and surrounding area that it was in, with the one take of the video surprisingly calm.
What's up with snakes and baskets? I mean, cobras come out of baskets. Why do they like a wicker basket?
I think
so
because
much?
it's a good
Warm,
confined
secure.
area
Okay,
with
all right.
rounded edges, so it can, there's no real corner for it. It can just always have a way.
Because they're evil.
Baskets are evil?
Snakes.
Just in case those stir up the bad taste in Ted's mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We go down to California where they got a brand new official. A local deputy was able to step in and save a miniature horse that was about to be sent to slaughter.
Why do you slaughter a miniature horse, man?
Because you can.
Dinner. There's also a reason why Mexican bologna is not allowed in this country.
Okay.
And that's where it was headed. It was down to Mexico.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't be shocked if that was in there. She said that she found the horse in terrible condition, seemed to have mange. It was withdrawn because it's a feeder horse, and malnourished. She took the horse back to her home farm where she connected the animal with a blind donkey that she had also saved.
Christ.
This sounds like my wife. Or Miles. Give me the broken one. This blind donkey doesn't know how to bray.
A mangy miniature horse on a blind donkey. Do you want to come over?
Yeah.
I do not.
Who was it that actually said that? Was it Kelsey Grammer? I like my women broken.
Oh, did he?
Yes. It's like
Now-
on the back of his book.
Now, a year and a half later, the miniature horse not only has made a full recovery and is thriving, but they've also sworn the horse, lovingly named Cookie, in as a sheriff's office community ambassador.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
the
now he's a
blind
cop?
donkey-
Yeah.
It's a rag to riches story.
Free. Bedroom sports, a whole slate of sports
Again,
going on
who
this weekend.
slaughters miniature horses?
God, they're miniature, for heaven's
He
sake.
gave me a traffic ticket. I don't even feel bad.
I'm not pulling over if there's a cop on a miniature horse. Like, sorry. Like, you have to chase me down with that stupid horse.
A whole slate of sports going on this weekend. You got college football, NBA basketball, college basketball's back on tonight. You got hockey and pro football. The Kraken are in San Jose tomorrow, taking on the Sharks, and in Dallas on Sunday, taking on the Stars. Both those games are going to be on at 4 p.m. on Kong. The Sounders are playing Minnesota in the first round on Apple TV tomorrow at 1, and the Seahawks are hosting the Cardinals on Sunday, starting at 1 o'clock over on CBS. As far as your weather, should be a decent weekend, but with plenty of clouds all weekend long. Temperatures are raising from the high 50s to the mid 40s. That'll be it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawkins.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Enjoy the weekend. The lovely Jolene's coming up in seconds.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. In the meantime, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Alicia's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man.
A Double Flush production.